Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Oh, I hope my PNG tuber isn't too big. Might need to myself down a little bit here. Ooh? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Gotta refresh this again. So obviously it hasn't started yet. No, now it's saying 11 a.m. Okay. Well, that's fine. 15 minutes. I actually pulled up all of the Destiny trailers so we could watch through a few of them while we wait. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn the music off. We'll get some music in the trailers. Let's watch some of the OG Destiny ones. I'm gonna actually let's watch the Wrath raid trailer because I really want this to be the reprise raid. So
this is all still new to them. See Tyra, she will know where to look.
I don't remember if they've done a raid trailer like this for Destiny 2. At least not in a while. I guess we haven't. No. Yeah, I don't think they did one for this, like,
Lords. There are still more secrets to
Road
unearth.
Nightmares or Vow the
The
Disciple.
Splices do not understand the full power of Siva yet. That's your advantage.
Oh, hey. Ooh. Excuse me.
Iron Lord's
welcome.
legacy is secure.
Also, let me know if audio levels and stuff, if maybe the
Time to
video
think
needs to
of
be
your
down a little
own.
bit. Also, I saw Monte Carlo in there. And that's funny because Monte Carlo is about to get a, whatchamacallit,
History is watching, Guardian.
I'm blanking, but I really do hope we get this raid back. You have no idea. I really hope it's not Crota. Now it says 10:30 again? I'm confused. Also, hello, Ian. Welcome. Jeez, the Dawning trailer. This must have been the first Dawning. Volume's balanced pretty well. Awesome. Swag. Let's watch the original Destiny E3 reveal trailer. I'm gonna keep it up like this just so I can bop and check real quick. Some good old classic Destiny music.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival
Miss you, speaker.
changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the Traveler had an enemy. A darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything.
That is, until I found you.
Hi, Dinklebot.
We've always known the darkness would return.
If you don't know, I call that Dinklebot because that's voiced by Peter Dinklage. But he only voiced the ghost for the year 1 of Destiny, and then it was Nolan North. And it's still Nolan North to this day.
To take our home.
And I used to like not really love Dinklebot,
That's why
but
I've been looking for you.
I'm actually kind
For
of
centuries.
like I love Nolan
There are
North,
only a few of you.
but I actually
Carry the
don't
light
mind
of the
this.
Traveler, who have the strength to fight the darkness. I'm not going to lie to you, Guardian. You are Earth's last hope.
Good old Array. God, this is kind of nostalgic. I'm pretty sure I watched this trailer back in fucking 2013 when it dropped. Because I mean, I remember before the game came out, planning to play through it with friends, each of us as one class.
Everything humans have ever known. Will be gone forever.
Oh God, the Archon Priest strike. I wish that's a great strike. I hope we get all of the D1 strikes back eventually. I know it's a totally different
So,
engine.
you know. No pressure.
No pressure. I do miss Blade Runner a little bit, but oh, the stranger. I'm just gonna keep refreshing this. Let's hope that they. Let's hope that this starts at when it is supposed to. Also, if you were wondering, Ian, I'm also streaming on YouTube, so that's very cool. Yeah. I'm hoping some people pop in and say hi. I have to check in with Sarah, actually. I'm gonna keep hitting refresh because I don't know if it's gonna like automatically start or not. What's another good one? Wait, is this the?
Pain hits fast, so
Is this
get
the
relief
live
fast.
action-ish
Only
one?
Tylenol rapid release gels have laser drilled holes.
It is. I think. Double stream? Oh yeah.
Six of you went down into the pit.
Oh wait, no, this isn't it. Never mind.
Some of us.
Okay. Is the? Oh, this is just someone. Okay, these are a bunch of custom ones. That's the gameplay reveal trailer. No. No. What? Half of these even aren't even trailers. Okay. Destiny live action trailers. Give me a good yes. This one is a banger of a trailer. This trailer is, I think, what made me really want to play this game.
Congratulations. Humans haven't been on the moon in hundreds of years.
Nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here.
Dying here is much more likely.
Nice pep talk.
This OG Fire Team is all the live action ones, and I love them.
Man, there's nothing I hate more than an alien with no respect for history.
Ah, fuck. I messed up the line. There's the
Knock,
Hellmouth.
knock.
Who's there?
Galahorn.
Well, now it's a party.
Music?
Something classical.
Oh. I'm not going.
Venus?
Venus, baby! Venus! And And I say live action loosely because technically, I mean, 90% of this is CGI, except for, I think, like, the people, for the most part.
I can say hello in any language.
That's such an iconic line. I can say hello in any language.
Looks like you can say
goodbye,
too. Whoa, what do you think is down there?
Death.
Theirs are ours.
Let's find out.
I hate when she does that.
I fucking love them so much. This shit is that's such a good trailer. By the way, if there are any other Destiny fans here, I'm currently writing a fan fiction. It's a fan fiction based on the Owl House and Destiny. But I'm very proud of it so far. 7 chapters in. So if anyone wants to read it, that would be swag. Ian, I know you like reading things, so if you want to read it, let me know and I'll send it to you. I don't know why everyone keeps saying rock and stone. I don't get it. Yeah, send it over? Okay. It's only 7 chapters in at the moment. I did a bunch of planning for the next 4 chapters last night. Very excited for where it's going. No prob. Oh, excuse me. I will send it to you on Discord. Oh. Oh. Shoot. Swifty, there you are. I sent it to you. Oh, you're going to Japan for... Dude, that's fucking awesome. Holy shit. I didn't know you were studying abroad in Japan. Ian, you watched all of the Owl House, right? I'm not making that up. I feel like you did, but I also don't know if we've ever actually talked about the show. Because I'm pretty sure I started watching it after we were really close with Bert and Bree for a while. You did? Okay, cool. Good. I was like, I don't want to accidentally spoil it, or I don't want you to not understand things. But yeah. So, a couple things we do know about this showcase and about Season 22. We know... Wait a second, what the... Hold on, they're still doing it good enough. It doesn't have the blue bar on my events for some reason. Maybe if I refresh it. Hello? Ah, there it is. Oh, well. But anyway, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Going to Japan. I want to go to Japan. But I'm honestly really glad to be done with college. Also, Ian Bree says hi. I don't think they're in stream, but they texted me. I said that we were streaming and you were here, and so they said hi. Um, but yeah, I think you'd enjoy the fan fiction. Even if you don't know that much about Destiny, you don't need to know a ton of stuff. Oh, nope, that wasn't okay. I think I do a pretty decent job of explaining everything, and also since it's most of it's from Luce's point of view, and Luce doesn't know things, a lot of it gets explained as it goes, which is nice. Um, so yeah, that's pretty swag. All right, it's 11. Is it gonna start? No. I mean, again, like I said, I know that this is supposed to actually the showcase is supposed to actually start at noon, so in an hour. But apparently, there's. I mean, people really just don't. Okay, people now are saying stuff about the pre-show. There's supposed to be a pre-show. I don't know where people got that info from. I never saw anything about a pre-show, but that's the only reason I started streaming early. So, yeah, I do not know. I hope I don't have to refresh, though. Bree sends a smile, the colon parenthesis. That's just. Bree said, give them this, and then smile. People are being really bitchy about this in the chat, though. It's kind of funny. Oh, excuse me. Okay, yeah, now the blue bar is back. That's weird. I don't know why that wasn't showing before. Yeah, I edited the events thing a little, so it has a couple different events now. So we have the newest sub, as in like a first time sub, and then we have the latest resub, which is gift or normal otherwise. Then we have latest gifted subs with the amount and the person who gifted, which is cool. And now it just automatically goes through and then restarts again, instead of being like blank for like a while. Oh, fucking! I totally. Let me quickly fix that. I forgot about my stream elements timers, because that is not. Okay. Well, I know that the actual game servers are down now. Maybe let me pull up a Twitch stream, see what's happening, see what they're saying. Wow, Aztec's got a lot of fucking people. Oh, shit. No? What? Did he just bamboozle us?
Pre-show. It's the pre-show. Everybody calm down. I know. I was getting about to
It's still not showing for me
right now.
What the heck? Why does it start for... What? Why did it start for... Is he bamboozling us? Or is there just like a separate... Oh my god. Why is it still not showing for me? Wait, is there a separate one on Twitch? Like a Destiny 2. No. It started for other people. Why can I not see it? Apparently it's live on... Is there a Bungie Twitch, maybe? Oh. That makes sense. Okay, let's watch it on Twitch, then. Alright, I hope this... Oh my god. Fuck off with the ads. These better not be long ads. Okay. Alright.
It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our
So this must
destiny
just be the actual
to walk
showcase,
in
and then the
light of
pre-stream will
other
be
stars.
here. Yeah, an hour. Okay.
But the traveler had an enemy. A darkness.
Alright, let's do
which had
this.
hunted it for
I mean, this is just the
black
intro
ghosts.
cinematic from fucking...
Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything.
Or that's so this is
But it was also
the original intro cinematic for Destiny. For vanilla Destiny. Do I remember this part? Is this the intro part that plays when you... I think this is. Yeah, I think this is the Cosmodrome here. I think this is showing some landscape stuff. Yep, okay, yeah. So this is still... Are they just gonna show this original intro? Because this is the original intro for like to the game. Ouch. Wait a second. Is that Dinkelberg or is that Nolan? Or Dinklebot? Or Nolan. I couldn't tell from the...
Is it possible?
I found you. Oh.
There you are.
Oh, that's definitely Nolan. Okay. Go away. Oh, this might be... No, this is just a fucking Twitch ad. What the heck?
Eyes up, Guardian.
I just like...
Worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you.
Alright, I'm just gonna sub, see if this will go away.
Now I'm your ghost.
Because this is obviously... You can see when you
Well, you've been
go over it.
So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city.
Okay. So this is, I assume... Are they just gonna what is what? Is this just all the Destiny cinematics? I mean, I guess, you know, it makes sense because this is literally Final Shape, and the Final Shape is the end of this 10-year story.
But that was long ago. Until it wakes and finds its voice.
I'm just gonna
I am
sub
the
so
one
I
who speaks to the traveler.
don't get ads, so it doesn't get
You
interrupted.
must have no end of questions, Guardian.
Anyway.
In its dying breath, the traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light as a weapon. Guardians to protect us and do what the traveler itself no longer can.
What happened to it?
Oh yeah, I forgot our character talks sometimes.
Centuries ago, how the traveler was crippled. I could tell you of the power of the darkness, its ancient enemy. There are many tales told throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now, the children are frightened anyway. The darkness is coming back. We will not survive it this time.
Its armies surround us. The fallen are just the beginning.
What can I do?
You must push back the darkness. Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them. Your ghost will guide you. I only hope he chose wisely.
I did. I'm sure of it. We're in this together now.
Bree might be joining us in a moment. Bree has some... Oh! Okay, timeline. Alright, we're getting a little timeline look here. Dark Beyond. Yep. This is... Okay, is it just gonna show... Okay, no, it's gonna... Okay. Chamber of the Night. Oh, this is all of the... Like, mission, like, big story points in... Okay, so this is like major story points it's going through in this. Which is actually funny, because some of these story points are,
For centuries we feared the forces of darkness massing against us. We sought to hide and cower beneath a broken veil. No more. These guardians show us what we are.
Oh yeah, this is the ending cinematic of Vanilla Destiny. Oh, it's so weird to see all these, like...
are what remains.
I've always wondered, did it just...
And we will not be stamped out.
It's a day for pretty speeches and medals. But we know the real fight takes place out there.
And now we know who that is, as of about 2 years ago.
Take this. There's so much more, Guardian. I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. All ends are beginnings.
All ends are beginnings. That's a good way to end the final shape, if you think about it. Zoom. I do love that classic ship. Alright, so now we have the Dark Below. Are we gonna see cinematics for this? Or is it gonna just go to like... Okay, yeah, it's going a bit. I'm gonna assume we're gonna see a cinematic here. Taken King. Wait, why are they skipping House of Wolves? What the fuck? Oh, this is a great cinematic. Alright, hold on. Let me pull Bree into a call.
I still bear the scars. The Awoken are my family now.
I'll mute it for a while Bree pops in. Hello? Whoa.
Hello?
Oh, now it's better. Okay. You were a robot for
Yeah,
a second there.
I wasn't even making noise. The first thing I said was hello.
Yeah, well, there was something.
It was a bus. One of these many, many shuttle buses behind me,
Fair,
dude.
fair. Ian says hi.
Hello.
So,
What do they know?
I don't know, Ian, what do you know about, I don't know, what should I call this? The angel situation?
That's what I call it because I feel like that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah. What do you know about the angel situation, Ian? I'm sure you've been here before for some of Bree's tea spills where they talked about it, but I don't know how much you actually know. So what angel?
Sorry,
like the person?
Yeah.
I have a feeling Ian doesn't know that much at all.
Oh. This is okay. I've got 15 minutes. So, what? You're giving us free water today? Sorry, I got distracted. Hey. Welcome back, days. Free food of the day, watermelon.
Yeah, Ian says
Slay?
that they are not familiar with the situation at all.
Okay, so the situation is that I met my friend Angel when they were acting in a shoot that I was costuming last summer. They're also in the film program that I'm in, and back in the fall, I was like, "Is this flirting? Is this flirting?" And at the time, they were in a relationship with a person named Alex, who and they just like were not happy in that relationship, and at the same time flirting with me, but like wouldn't acknowledge it, wouldn't say shit about it. And I was like, I'm not gonna push this. This is not something I feel like pushing. And then in January, after the winter break, Angel was like, yeah, I've been single for about 3 months. So they broke up around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And still live together because Alex still has feelings for Angel. And I'm pretty sure she still does. Really embarrassing for her, really sad for her. Just in general, it's been like 9 months. Get over yourself, really, Pop. But there's more. So starting in like January, Angel was like flirting with me. It was like kind of like not a lot at first, and then it started to ramp up in the summer. But the other thing is, I was literally costuming Angel's short film, and I was like, I can't do this. This is while they were still living with Alex because their lease just ended in the beginning of August. And I was like, oh, that's a lot. We need to put this on pause. And then I moved out, and now there's a lot. Do you think that's the good summary of the past year?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, it leaves out the fact that, yeah. It actually
Which
doesn't leave that
one?
much out. It doesn't leave much out. It just leaves out details, but it wasn't supposed to be a detailed recap.
If I wanted to do a detailed recap, it would take me at least an hour to explain everything.
Yeah.
It took me 15 minutes to explain the housing situation that they had this summer to my parents.
Oh.
Because I was like, I've got to explain this housing situation to my parents because Alex hates me. But yeah, and so the most recent, and so like starting in like, I don't know, June or so, one of my other friends, Rhiannon, was like, I was like, oh, Angel's definitely into you. Angel definitely has feelings for you. I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
I was one of those people. I was
but like
convinced.
I mean, so was Maddie, honestly. Maddie straight up just said like Angel was like having a relationship with me and like essentially
emotional, yeah.
Yeah.
Like an
and
emotional
like
affair, basically.
It was like, oh no, didn't even
No?
say emotional affair. I'm the only one who said emotional affair.
Oh,
no,
okay.
but Maddie said like whatever was going on this summer. Like that's like just it was like this is just a full on relationship, but you guys aren't having sex. Like that's pretty much it.
Fair enough.
And I'm like, you know, you're not wrong.
Oop.
I don't feel like
You're going a bit robot-y.
the building.
What?
It's the building.
You're super robot-y.
Better?
Only a little bit.
Better?
Now it's better.
Yeah, I think it's the building. Oh, why is it jammed?
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I meant the door, but it could be. It honestly could be a little jammed in that building, so I'll just wait out here. It's syllabus week. I'm fine. But
gotcha.
What am I thinking?
You were saying how Maddie said you were basically in a relationship.
Yeah, and so Maddie was like, it almost seems like Angel's having one relationship with you and another with Alex, where they don't want to like fully let go of Alex until they know there's something going on with you. And I was like, maybe not. At one point, I was like, when I told Angel, I was like, I need to put this on pause. I also was like, it kind of feels like you're leading Alex on or leading them to believe there might be more at some point, especially because you just like don't want to acknowledge the existence around her. And I'm like, yeah. But anyway, that's all dealt with now. And I feel like now I know why Angel doesn't want to acknowledge my existence around Alex. Because guess what? Angel's been into me since before they were even on my radar.
Yeah.
It sounds a little harsh when you say it like that, but that is exactly it.
Nope, that's exactly it.
Along with other things such as like them being like, I think about you every night, almost like every night or almost every night, which is a lot, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is definitely a lot.
I was like, that's a lot for a friend, but that's also a lot for someone you just want to sleep with. And on top of that, yeah, they were like, I won't put, like, they were like, I am a simp for you. I made a joke about them being easy because they kind of are. And they were like, I'm a slut, but I'm only easy for you. I'm like, that's a lot to unpack here. Oh, I hate being in Albuquerque. I hate it here. Oh God. Sorry. I just saw a girl I met at a party, who at the time was there with Liam.
Uh,
Because I remember her because I was thinking she's way too fucking cool for him.
nice. Ian, what are your opinions on this so far?
But I'm not done. I'm not done. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Angel was like, I was like, Angel, you're too down bad, and they were like, yeah. And I was like, since when have you been this down bad for me? And they were like, since side quest, aka like the shoot where we met.
Damn.
Which also red flag.
Yeah, especially admitting that because you know that they were in a relationship.
They were in a relationship and they weren't living with Alex yet. Like if they were like this down bad, could have fucking broken up with Alex or just like broken up the move-in.
Yeah.
Find someone on Craigslist, honestly.
Ian says it is definitely quite a situation. Those are their exact words.
This is a situation. Yeah. If you would like to get in a Discord call later, if either of you are free, Ian, I know your time zone is way off right now, but I must go to class. But if you guys would like to get in a Discord call later or tonight, just let me know.
Sure.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Alrighty. This is a great frickin' cinematic, but also very sad. But also, you'll only really be sad if you know anything about Cade. And that's a Nathan Fillion character, one of my favorite actors.
Sorry, not sorry.
Fair enough. Yeah, Bria's pointed out that the story is a lot easier to tell over the phone rather than text, so I'm sure that they would rather do that. Oh, good old blade barrage.
That's it. Now I'm pissed. Oh, is that really all you got?
That's fair. Okay, don't do it.
Help me out here, little buddy.
No, Sundance.
I'm coming home, Ace.
What an iconic weapon.
Well,
awkward. You got a gun I can borrow?
No. But I do have a bullet with your name on it.
Any second now, my partner is gonna roll in here and kill every last one of you.
Oh, this is such an iconic moment, though.
You, my man.
This is going to hurt. A lot. Any last words?
Yeah.
How's
This is your sister. Such a good line, but holy like, it's such an arcade way to go out. Alright, so now we get the seasons. So I didn't play for most of these seasons. I'm sad that I missed Opulence. And I also missed all of the Shadowkeep seasons. What the? Oh, right. I know what this is. Okay. The Black Garden. And that's where the raid is. Oh my god, I totally forgot about this whole sequence with the pyramids.
You made it.
This shit was so fucking creepy when I first saw it, though. Because I did play through the Shadowkeep campaign. I just didn't play it during the year of Shadowkeep. This shit was fucking creepy.
And soon we will answer. Who are you? Don't you recognize us? We are not your friend. We are not your enemy. We are your salvation.
Ugh. Fucking love that. Shadowkeep was better than people made it out to be. I did play during Season of Dawn. I could have sworn I did. But I might be thinking of something else. I think it was during Curse of Osiris that I'm thinking of, and then there was a similar mission during Season of Dawn. Now this is when I started playing again. Well, not Arrivals, right after Arrivals, but I have seen all this stuff. And, Rasputin. And this shit was crazy. My favorite thing is that Anna and Rasputin, like, she made him more human, and I think that's awesome. He's a massive AI. Alright. So he took one out. And then more. Or maybe that one just teleported, I don't know. And there goes Rasputin. Bye-bye. It just takes him out. Like that. That shit is scary because he's one of our best weapons. And that's right, we didn't know what happened to Anna for a while because, Mars was taken. Alright, now where are we going? Alright, now we have Beyond Light. Right. So this is first time. This is the first we really encounter the pyramid ships, except for the one on the moon, obviously. But we finally get to Europa. We finally get to the Deep Stone Crypt. Oh shit! Right, the stranger. Although she somehow has the fucking rifle again. Well, she's a time traveler, to be fair, so can't really say it's that weird. Who knows if that's even the same version of her that we met in Destiny 1. Although I think it is. We also got Eris there. That's right, Eris got stasis at the end of Shadowkeep, the Shadowkeep campaign. That's our buddy Drifter. Sorry guys, that's my dog. Puka!
This is what I brought you here to see.
Right, and one of the ships landed on Europa. Now, obviously, sometime between we saw her at the end of the Destiny 1 campaign and Beyond Light, she went to Neomuna. Anyway, so yeah, this is when I started playing again. We got Season of the Hunt, which honestly was an okay season. That was when we got Crow back, and that was when Sagira died, Osiris's ghost. And we got Season of the Chosen and Splicer. What? We don't even get a thing for Splicer. Ah, boo. Splicer is the best season. I guess not as relevant to the overall story. It was more hey, here's a fallen ally who will be, but yeah. Right, so then Savathun escapes in Season of the Lost. And then we had Witch Queen. I can't believe it's been a year and a half since Witch Queen. That's insane. Oh, I can't believe it's been 2.5 years since Beyond Light. But yeah, this cinematic was wild. She did die, which is so crazy that she actually... Like, we actually killed her.
Brought on by the separation from my power. And in these final moments, I looked to the sky.
The sky is both literal and metaphorical in this sense, which is, like, really cool, actually.
I've chased you for a long time.
So the sky and the deep are also what is referred to as the light and the dark. I'm also moving my hands as if you guys can see me, but you can't. So when she says, I look to the sky, she's saying literally she looks up.
What is it the Guardians say?
But she's also looking at the Traveler, which is an embodiment of the light, aka the sky. Fucking love the lore of this game. I want to see what people in chat are saying.
Here we are.
20 minutes. Is this the whole pre-show? It's just a recap, basically. I mean, makes sense.
You simply let me die.
It would be funny if you let her die, Traveler. Although I guess, granted, maybe the Traveler knew that we would need her to fight the Witness.
Is that it?
Because that's what Asa told us in Season of the Deep, in this season, or last season now, or almost last season. Was that we would need the Witch Queen to fight the Witness.
I don't hear it.
And her ghost escaped, even after we killed her the second time. So it's still possible for her to be resurrected, which is what's going to happen in this coming season, or at least, yes, that's what's been teased. Is we basically know that Savathun is going to be resurrected again. There's Amaru. I don't know why he has a ghost shell or a hive-based shell already, but yeah, I don't really get Amaru, but maybe we'll learn some more stuff this coming season. Interesting, they're doing all these cinematics with I think the same warlock.
So,
because obviously it's been that female warlock the entire time from the beginning to at least Shadowkeep when we last saw her face. Here she has her armor on.
The one who nearly decimated the last city from within was dead. And the Traveler resurrected her?
I wouldn't have believed it either, but...
But why would she need us to recover her memories if she never lost them in the first place?
This has to be another trick. A lie to fool us into surrendering the Traveler without a fight.
This has been the Traveler's approach from the beginning. The Books of Sorrow detail many civilizations it blessed with the light, then abandoned.
Hive propaganda.
The Fallen tell the same story. When the Witness and its Black Fleet came to call, the Traveler moved on to our system.
Or it sacrificed itself to save humanity from the same forces. Forces which included the Hive!
God, I'm gonna fucking miss Lance Reddick. I'm gonna miss his fucking incredible acting in Zavala. I know I'm blanking on his name. Keith something is gonna be great. But I'm gonna fucking miss Lance Reddick.
I don't know why the Traveler gave Savathun the light. Maybe it has changed its mind about Guardians. Maybe it's not as infallible as we once believed. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Because I'm here to protect humanity. And if Savathun takes the Traveler, we lose our light, along with any hope for surviving the Witness's return. So, whatever it takes to stop this heist, we will do.
All right. How do we stop this?
I'm not sure yet, but I know where to find out.
Oh, yes! I forgot that they took this to the fucking, they took the worm to the relic. And learned the past of the Hive and how they were tricked originally. Anyway, yeah, this is where we killed her finally, and then Maru escaped. I love how we're just holding a submachine gun at her, like that'll do something. I mean, compared to Oryx, although granted, killing Oryx originally in the campaign was about as hard as this. But then Oryx took himself, which causes the King's Fall, and why he's so much more powerful there. So I guess that does actually make sense. This mission was actually pretty fucking hard, especially on Legendary. But I think it's funny holding a submachine gun up at her.
Just don't say.
I didn't warn you. I love how we got that in the original trailer. As if... And then she says that it's like her final line. Oh, right, that's right. So the Traveler hops away, but then takes Amaru. Maybe... Okay, so I think the Traveler somehow knew that Savathun would be necessary.
Where did your ghost go?
Guardian, I just got the message. The Traveler is back in the last city. Is it done? Is Savathun...
She's dead. But her ghost got away.
Good enough. Hold your position. The Hidden are coming to secure the remains.
I'm gonna have a friend pop in for the showcase once it starts.
Now what?
Now, we prepare for the witness and stop the next collapse.
Okay, she sounds like a exo there. Oh yeah, this cinematic was first time we saw the witness was wild. I Also, the witness, yeah, we learned the witness is literally a collective of minds from another civilization. It's kind of wild. Zero, welcome in. No worries. Actually was early. You don't have to worry about that. This is just the pre-stream still. It's just old cinematics at the moment, but welcome in. Also, sorry I didn't see your message. I had the Discord up instead of the stream for a second. Because I am going to have a friend pop in when the actual showcase starts. Like, this shit was freaking wild, though. I mean, look at that. Oh, wait, you can't actually see my mouse, can you? Oh, now you can. There we go. Your pale heart holds the key.
This time, there is no escape.
Shit is so creepy. Got Risen, Haunted, Plunder. These are kind of like little stories. And then, yes, Seraph, which was fucking awesome season. Second favorite season of all time. Probably narratively my first favorite, but Splicer was a little bit more fun for me. But this is an incredible season. I remember this shit. Everyone, like, if you were in game at this moment and, like, when this cinematic first happened, everyone was, like, freaking out. Like, it was insane. So that basically, I believe this cinematic started as soon as the last week of Reset hit, in Season of the Seraph. So if you were on as soon as the Reset hit, you would get the cinematic. And it, oh my god, everyone was freaking out on Twitter.
It's happening again. The whirlwind.
That's right, Aramis thinks it's leaving.
Don't worry.
I hope we get more Aramis soon.
Will never abandon anyone again.
She has a really, such an interesting, like, morality in a way. Because, yeah, she cares about her people. She wants to bring them back together. She wants them to survive. And she hates the Traveler because it left the Fallen, or the Elixir.
The Warsats.
Right, and so Aramis is targeting the Traveler with the Warsats. Also, I never knew that inside the Warsats was basically the frickin' sleeper simulant. How's my day going? It's going pretty well. I got decent sleep last night. I'm super excited for this. Like, I am hype. Even though a lot of people aren't. Oh yeah, and this was fucking sad. It was Rasputin sacrificing himself. Because I really got to feel Rasputin during this season.
Goodbye, Red.
No, she wasn't in love with Rasputin. There's no romance there. She has a girlfriend. But she cared about Red a lot. Rasputin, Red. This really, it's still making me choke up a little bit. Just like feeling it in my chest. Alright, and the Traveler stayed because Rasputin sacrificed himself for it. How are you doing, Zero? Also, Ian, how are you doing? I don't remember if I asked you. I didn't. I did. Oh, and this was sick. This is basically the original poster for Destiny. That's what it looked like. And I saw that, and everyone was freaking out. That was some good shit. Left to run. And then this was when we were like, oh shit. And this was Lightfall. That's, without sacrifice, there will be no victory. Yeah, yeah. You're totally right. And we got Lightfall, and that's the year we're still in. We had... Oh, we'll go through Lightfall first. Just chilling with my mom makes lunch. Yeah, oh, while your mom makes lunch. Fair. Fair, 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 fair. I'm glad you guys are good.
Keep the enemy away from the traveler at all cost.
Oh yeah, this shit was wild. I really wish we got some space battles though. Amanda! Amanda! Oh god, that's so funny. My character's like all smiley and I'm Yeah, that's a bit funny, but not much I can do about that. Oh yeah, this is just the way the witness controls shit is just so wild. No. Oh yeah, and this was the Traveler finally. This was sick. This is the Traveler's terraforming beam. It's destroyed shit. But yeah, that was pretty dope. But then, you know, it wasn't enough. You know what I just realized? That kind of looks like the veil, the circle that it made.
Whatever that thing is, we gotta take it down.
That's one of the original Guardians, man. It's the fuckers from the live action cinematics. At least that's what we're pretty sure who that was. That's the Titan. I'm pretty sure that's who it's supposed to be. But this is wild. The Witness just fucking splits them. Like, what the hell? Saint. Yeah, no, Cyrus steps away. This was an incredible, like, view, though, here. Also, someone might hop into BC soon. Ooh. Could be in a moment.
We're in no position to engage the enemy.
We don't have a choice. We're out of time.
Osiris. Don't die.
Oh god, this cinematic too.
No more running away. Rest now.
Well, the uglier they are, the harder they fall, right? No? Come on.
I'm sorry. I really love, Oh yeah.
What's wrong, Osiris?
Wait, what the fuck? That's a guy! Ghost, no!
Finality takes shape.
It's creating the link!
At
Yeah, that's a moment. It's destroyed. You want me to destroy my own ghost? Like, that's such a crazy moral moment. Like, what? Oh.
What just happened?
We just lost.
Zavala, come in.
5 minutes or 4.5 minutes till final shape. Well, really like 6 months, but 4.5 minutes until the showcase. Yeah, the fact that that much shit happened with just the witness, like, just sitting in front of the traveler. The imagery with shapes, though, like the triangle, the circle of the traveler, like, that's really cool. So now we're gonna find out what the fuck is in this. We still have no idea. But also, that's interesting. It's not on the traveler. It's off the traveler, but it's obviously a portal of some sort. And, like, all of the ships get pulled into it. Woo! Right, and so then it'll probably show the last 2 seasons, maybe not. Yeah, Defiance, Deep. Right, so this is where we just happened. Defiance was a very down-to-earth, literally, season, not super overall plotty. But,
The witness has moved beyond our reach.
like, it was literally about saving people on Earth, saving humans. Damn, this was just like, I remember seeing this and just, like, look at this. We try to go through, and all that's left.
All attempts to funnel it.
I mean, that is just wild. When the light goes over it. Like, holy shit. Still waiting for Terra to pop in. Season of Redacted. Wait, ooh. What's this? Our journey continues. Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough. Oh, no. Rest in peace, Commander. Fuck, dude.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer.
That was really hard. Oh, it's the little Destiny thing. It's I know all these people, some of these people. There was Swetsicle.
Holy crap.
That time we go to the main. Is that a giant ship behind Okora? Sir Happy Eris is back.
We are your
salvation.
Wait. The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going. I just sat here and they basically just did an entire Destiny recap for the last hour.
Nice.
So you didn't miss anything. I thought there was gonna be like an actual pre-show with like people talking and shit. Like no, it was just a giant recap. Which, you know, fair. We're about to end the 10-year saga, but
Yep.
It
yeah,
is
because this
slowly
one
getting
that's
me
playing right now.
That was the thing that they showed. They posted a week or so ago, with all the community things. Oh, countdown.
Sweet.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, it's Joe.
Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply
yes and no,
rooted,
Zero.
often unstated mission of games to keep
Destiny's
adventure
ending
alive.
the main 10 years,
In
but it's going to
2014,
continue
Bungie set
after.
out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything
Yeah,
we could have
this
imagined.
next expansion is going to be the last
into the depths of Venus.
mainline.
Hunting a machine
Last
god
in the
that controlled
main,
time itself.
or the
They'd
first
invent
10
ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their
year
paracausal abilities
storyline,
to stand
but then
alone
there's going to be
against
more
monsters that
after
took
it.
others, an entire elite squad.
Yeah,
At
they
least
haven't.
plan on it.
They'd race alongside
They haven't
their
given any
friends
details yet
far into
of
the
how
early
that
I think the
works,
only
but
detail they gave was
halls
that
of
the
an
Vex
ancient
would be an
city,
important enemy
only a
in
select
post
few emerged
post final shape, but that's about it.
victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon.
Zero, you could
They
make a
bring their
Joe Mama
friends and their
joke.
family into
You're
this
the meme
world,
here.
Together, meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions.
I remember those commercials.
Together,
Yeah, those live
we
action
approach the
commercials
final
were
shape.
like the thing that got me into playing this
We're
game
about to embark
before it released. Like
on the last expedition,
those were like
Destiny's first saga.
I remember
let's be
back in
clear about the
like
stakes.
2014,
In
2013,
the final shape,
having
we
two
will
friends
go
and being
inside
like,
the
we're gonna
tunnel.
run this entire
The
game
journey
together. One
will
of
be
us is
difficult.
each class.
And what awaits you on the
Because
other side of
we
the
loved the E3
trek is
trailer and
nothing
we
less
loved the
than
live
the
action
deadliest
trailers.
entity we have
Granted, I never
ever
did that
faced.
with them,
There
but
will be no
I still played the
Venus.
shit out of the game
There aren't gonna
myself.
be any guides on the
But that's also
internet
why I
telling you
never
how to handle what's to come.
I barely ever did
Whether
any
you've been with
raids
us from
in
the
Destiny 1
beginning,
was because I didn't have people to
joined
play
us
with and they
somewhere
didn't have a
along
good
the road,
LFG system.
or looking at Destiny
Mhm.
for the first time.
Yeah, I never really raided
launch
until
day is gonna be
I
greeted
joined the clan I'm
with
in
the
right now, and that
same
was just
uncharted,
after, or in the middle of Arrivals, I think.
Yeah, I skipped a lot of, so I skipped from about
So today,
Season of the Forge to Beyond Light. So I skipped about 2 years. Took about a 2-year break, maybe a year and a half. But then I've been playing pretty consistently since Beyond Light. Ooh, I've never seen this before.
No, this is new.
That's a new cinematic. Whoa, wait, are we getting a... We've never seen our... Wait a second.
After all these years, we never talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Why I brought you back.
Whoa. Yo, those armor sets, what the fuck? That's the original live action character.
Mm-hmm.
The original live action Warlock.
I didn't know then.
Galahorn.
It was just a feeling.
Yeah, that's the whole original trio. I love that.
But I know now.
Shona's dying a bunch.
After all we've
Cade.
all we've lost.
What the fuck?
This fight might be our last. So I'm asking you
What the
one last time to rise.
What? That was an axe. That was like a void axe or something. That looked cool.
That was.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that, as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat
Hello.
that the universe has
who
ever
just popped
seen
in?
in this big culmination
Hello.
of the Light and Darkness saga.
What
Oh,
do you
hi,
guys-
Tux. We're watching the
When
Destiny
we were thinking
showcase.
of what the final shape could be,
Oh.
it had
Here,
to
I'll
be
share
a
my
lot of
screen so
different
you can
things.
also
It needs
see
to
it.
pay off this epic confrontation with the witness that we've been setting up for years.
I'm also streaming
it
it
has
on
to bring
Twitch,
you
but-
closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by ghosts at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the Pale Heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
Okay.
Are you fighting the witness in the new raid?
Well, I'd assume so in the raid next year.
The Pale Heart of the Traveler is what is trying to use
Oh.
gain connection.
That's
to
not the
light, so
raid
with
this
both,
season. That's
it can
the final shape raid, most likely.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack
This is
of
all
purpose,
final
no
shape stuff.
meaning. It wants to fix all that.
Not this season
So
yet.
It's trying to put the universe into.
I've
this
never done a
frozen
raid in Destiny,
where
despite
everything's just
however many
exactly
hours
how
I've
it
played.
thinks it's
'Cause
supposed to be.
I haven't really like had a chance to party up.
Yeah, it's definitely. It used to be really hard. There's actually a decent amount of the LFG in the app is actually not horrible anymore.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our
But also,
allies, and all the Guardians
like,
to rally together and be
join a
brave
clan.
in the face of oblivion.
Join an active
Yeah.
clan, and you got people to raid with.
We're going
And most of
to
the time, they'll be down to
answer
teach you
questions
too.
at the grandest scale.
I've
Yeah.
noticed
What I
that with the
find really
Destiny
interesting
community is the
is that it's
majority of the
also
people
a very personal journey,
like aren't gonna be
where
like,
we deepen our
you don't know how to do
relationships with
it,
these
kick.
characters that we've known for so long.
Unless they're like
Our
trying
Aurora,
to
our
specifically
Ghost,
like
get to reconnect with Cade
do
Six.
a
Achieve something.
triumph,
So,
or
while
like
there's this great conflict, and
do a
everything going
flawless
around is
run or
stakes
something
of
like
just
that. Like
unimaginable
Oh, yeah.
heights.
for,
It's
for the
in
most part,
end
if they're
a
just
story
doing the
told around
raid,
campfires
they're gonna be
by a
fine
bunch
with
of
teaching you.
companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
This is really interesting though. They're showing so many different armor sets, like so many. Oh my god, so many references to like different expansions with the armor sets. There was the Witch Queen one. There.
In
Oh,
the
what the
final shape,
fuck?
We're going through the portal that the Witness has opened.
Was that the
up
trap? Was that the
to
tower?
confront it and stop the final shape.
Looked like it.
Inside the Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable. And we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction.
Yeah,
of
look at
the
all those
Traveler
armor
inside the
sets.
Traveler.
The armor sets are like very specific choices. This is interesting.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little strange. It makes you feel a bit
What the fuck?
uncomfortable. And it is also just so
Oh, this is
cool
trippy.
and artistic in the best way.
Also, sorry, I talk a lot during these things.
I love that.
I just react a lot.
And so it's
I love that staircase sequence in
Yeah.
Root of Nightmares.
Oh,
The
yeah.
rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
Oh,
This
interesting.
is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
Ooh, that's cool.
One of the
Wait,
most
that's like just a
memorable
giant
towers
ghost.
from Destiny's past is the D1 tower.
The
It's
D1
really
tower.
A labor of love from the Destiny team. The final shape means so much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear
Whoa,
Destiny
that's a
that
cool
we've ever
weapon.
done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because
Ooh,
there
spooky.
is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together.
I like how it gets sort of spookier as you get closer to the final encounter.
Exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth. You feel tiny as a guardian.
That is so cool. What the fuck?
Like you are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been. You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
Ooh, new enemies.
Subjugators are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final shape.
Oh, that's Strand.
They have an enhanced power set.
Yeah.
Their performance.
They look. I'm gonna be honest with you. They look like their models aren't finished. They look like.
Well,
they're
yeah,
missing
it says alpha, pre-alpha footage.
Entirely new.
No, yeah, but I feel like when you're showing pre-alpha footage, you want all the textures to be there. I think that's like the whole point, maybe.
They might be partially white because they're probably has to do with that, like. Yeah, I think that's on purpose.
Yeah.
We're focusing you on
that is so
fucking
cool.
And only the campaign.
The purple one seemed to have all its textures. The other one didn't.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. I don't know.
That's what leads me to believe that it was a choice.
We do need the help with our allies, and so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The campaign.
Okay, so if this is like a whole the Traveler creating things from our journey, is the Traveler just gonna recreate Cade? Is that how he's gonna come back?
I know that's what it looked like because you saw Cade there.
Well, yeah, we've known for a bit that Cade was coming back in this.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there was a teaser trailer about a month and a half ago or something like that.
Is Nathan Fillion coming back?
Yes.
The raids
Yeah.
are
Fuck
where
yeah.
you defeat like the big bosses. So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid.
Yes. Okay, it is the raid where the Witness is going to be the boss.
This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final.
That original, like highway there from the Cosmodrome is kind of iconic, actually.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, arc, solar.
Okay, yeah, we're getting new supers.
We want to create something that turns you into an
Dave.
offensive powerhouse, but also can benefit your allies in a support capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds.
Ooh. Ooh.
The Warlock Super is this ultimate expression of solar energy
I like that.
coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Okay, it's a callback to Radiance.
This is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles.
Oh, that's sick.
Doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one.
That's sick.
And you're so
Oh, that's
overflowing
cool.
with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying scores.
Oh, that's so funny, actually. Tara, that's kind of like what I just wrote in the last chapter.
To create this solar
Right.
soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out. And
Oh, yes, we're finally getting a solar buddy.
scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Nice.
Oh, it's looks. Huh?
Well, we have the Arc Soul and we have the Void
Yes.
Buddy, so now we have a solar one.
It's a
What is
layered.
what does the Void Buddy do?
It's
I
a
feel
child
like
of the
I've
old
never seen
gods.
it.
It goes out and weakens things around it. It came out with Witch Queen with the Void rework.
Summons this giant void.
Oh, I think I don't use that one.
Throws
Maybe.
It, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it.
That's
and when these
what the
axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground.
I would. Man, if I wasn't so invested in Baldur's Gate right now, I'd probably be trying to get back into Destiny.
But that doesn't destroy the
Well, this isn't going to be out. Final Shape is
Yeah, this
still like
isn't
6 months
until
out.
6 months. It's February.
Yeah, but I still have to like gear up for it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't exactly load up after not playing for 2 years, after not playing for like a year and a half, and then go right into a raid.
Well, you'll be yeah, but you'll be at 1600 power because everything that's the minimum. So all your gear will have been boosted up to that.
Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance
But
between two
we're at
points. The hunter can rear
1810
back,
right now
takes
is the
this
max,
knife and throws it
but it'll
across the
go pretty
world,
quickly.
and then is able to blink to
Whoa!
a position, do the slash that just decimates.
Ooh.
It's like a teleport. That's sick.
You do it
That's
once,
cool.
but you're able to do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks. Each
So you
time
teleport to it and then arc staff, and then you can toss it again.
Yeah, and you can do it 3 times.
This burst, which amplifies you and any allies.
Ooh, that's a new
It
like
almost
a
makes it feel
second
like you're playing
ability.
A fighting game, right?
That's
Like
cool.
these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves. It like takes that.
Oh my
that
god,
combo
that's
to the
kind
next
of
level.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know, like that instantaneous, like.
That was good, but I think it's more like.
The fucking sound effects. They have to do the sound effects every time. It's always those two.
Yeah.
Weapons team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle. It
Ooh.
has the really intriguing property of adapting your guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand
Oh, that's
entirely
cool.
stasis loadout.
You could do stasis in the
Tessellation
energy
has
slot.
the
That's
additional
dope.
property that you can special
Oh, that's
reload
cool.
to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile.
What the fuck?
What's the one specific exotic that I can make that's
Ooh.
like really zany that you
That's
would
cool.
like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could
No
harness
fucking
the
way.
might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
No fucking
So we've got this
way.
opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons, but
Dragon's Breath!
turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvastov into.
Yes, Kvastov's coming back.
Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
Red Death is coming back. Oh my god.
Burn it all. In the final shape, we have new weapon
Those are like
subsystems
3 of my
from
favorite
what
exotics from
existing
Destiny 1.
weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the
What the fuck?
special ammo sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard,
The
do a bit of
one-
AoE damage. They
Ah.
have a mixture of regular weapon and rocket launcher stats.
Ooh.
We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
Oh, that's dope. That's like
I'm really excited to bring it to Dungeons and keep my
Lumina.
team alive, honestly.
Yeah, kind of.
Weapons team is always coming up with new ideas.
Yeah, this guy's trying to 1v1 an ogre.
Coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild.
Yeah, you're gonna need a healing, bud.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover.
Okay.
This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock
Off my
map.
map.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
That would be really cool, actually, Zero. I hope we get new Strand and Stasis Supers as well. Those are I feel like they would probably not show those yet, though. But I do hope we get those with new. Well, actually, they said that we get the new once because the Traveler powers us up from being
where we're
in it.
driving to the end.
Maybe we
of
won't
the
get
Light
new
and Darkness
stasis.
saga. It's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this.
Yeah, because those are
about
darkness.
They're
aren't they?
darkness powers, yeah.
With the long-standing enemy.
Yeah, that checks out.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through. In
Yeah, because they still didn't have a new Hunter Vanguard.
Yeah, they still don't.
Events that are uncovered to have brought
Wasn't
him back. This is how the story.
fuck, what's his name? The
Crow?
guy that killed him and then
Yeah, Crow.
Yeah, Crow.
Some people thought he was going to be, but
to finish the job.
he hasn't. At least not yet.
Yeah.
Once we started digging in,
I feel like I don't think he would, considering
I don't think he
killed
would
the
want.
guy.
I don't think he would want to.
Yeah,
But
considering
Crow's
he killed
a
the guy that he'd be replacing.
yeah. Crow's a great character actually after his resurrection.
Because that's his job. That's
Yeah.
always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth.
Nathan!
It felt amazing to just see him slip back in
Hey!
the ring, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think it's going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
Colonel!
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
Hey, almost exactly 2 years, Zero.
Wherever the hell here is.
Okay, this is gonna be season stuff now? Yes!
Guardian.
This is gonna be season stuff.
The witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek.
Sorry, I'm not going to be watching anymore.
Oh, no spoilers?
Well, no, I'm trying to get into some Baldur's Gate before I go to work.
No problem.
Nice. I'll have fun.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah, I
fun.
got. Oh shit.
What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that.
Now wield hive magic and have entwined it with your light.
Interesting.
Assault the spire, Guardian, and open the way to our tides.
Ooh. Whoa, it's a hive boomer.
Let them know
Nice.
the deck of whispers. And
Oh hey, it's tarot cards. Wait, is that gonna be? Oh my god, wait, it's gonna be like Menagerie.
every opponent you defeat.
We're gonna have. Oh, it's basically bringing back Menagerie. Oh, this is gonna be fucking awesome. That's the Void Buddy. If you saw that. I don't know. Is Tuck still here?
No, he's gone.
No, he left. Okay.
Let us show her what it is to be hive. You have found the horn of battle.
Oh, are we gonna finally fight Zivu? Yeah, that's Zivu's voice. Season of I literally said it was gonna. I said to myself this morning, I think it's gonna be called Season of the Witch.
The Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking high.
I want to see what people are saying in the Twitch chat.
At the end of season
Okay, people are really excited about that.
Savathun has the key
Yeah.
to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name is Zivu Arath.
Is that-
If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good.
It's a wild ass idea, yeah.
Well, yeah,
she determines like, well, the best way to fight fire
Yeah.
is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that.
Okay, so it's just Hive Eris.
The player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and
so
systems experiences. And so
Savathun
with things like Deck of Whispers.
Okay, but the tithes are for bringing Savathun back. Because like Amaro needs whatever. Yes, okay. That's cool.
And then choose these cards at will.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then that really leads into the build crafting.
To weaken Zivu-Arath.
It's also possible, but I think Amaru is like
bring that element
okay, that's also really cool, the deck building thing. But Amaru's like first we have this problem. Maybe the tithes are partially for Savathun, partially to
We've got Altars of Summoning,
bring down Zivu-Arath.
Savathun Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of
look at that
density.
hand
It's
cannon.
got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun.
Bro, this is literally like
the Altar of Summoning's activity is really
Season of the Owl House.
Like 20 minutes in it, or you can spend 2 hours in it.
Nice.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity,
okay, maybe it's not like Menagerie.
As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards, and then finally at the end, it'll cash out, and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
Ooh, those weapons looking cool.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Yes, exotic missions coming back.
Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content the fans and players of Destiny love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
DMT craftable. I guess that means Zer's not going to have it anymore.
Lo-fi PvP map.
No, probably
really
not.
Exciting. It's got a bunch of
I'm excited for this PvP map though.
We wanted to make sure that we.
It'd be nice to get a new one.
Well, yeah, it is a new one.
We really wanted to make
but
sure we hit. Is like,
I love the Vex network aesthetic.
Yeah,
that shit is because it's Season of the Splicer. That's like my favorite season of all time.
That you're orienting around.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I still have the Splicer title on my main character.
That's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch Game mode from the past.
Ooh, oh right, they talked about this.
We've got the spear back from Season of the Risen, and we got the
all these different. Yeah, that's kind of dope.
So you're going to be reaping Guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
This is like really a fun, like idea.
In my are the weapon in my fist. We were feeling pretty Hivey this season. Obviously, there's something in the air, and so when thinking about like what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be Crota.
There's only one answer.
I mean, it goes with the theme, so like I can't be that mad about it. Yeah, it's Crota. I can't be that mad about it in the end because it does go with the seasonal theme. Like Wrath doesn't really make sense with this theme at all.
Right.
Okay, but oh, we're getting the Age of Triumph armor.
Nice.
They've got to rework part of this though, because this is a really short ass raid. Oh, Necrochasm. Okay, that looks like a new encounter, kind of. The Iryud encounter looks like they reworked it entirely. I want to be mad about it, but I can't because when you think about it, Wrath really does not make sense with this season
Heading
at
into
all.
the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians.
Wrath would have made more sense with Plunder, honestly.
We want to
last year instead of King's Fall.
Yeah.
As well as catch people
Yeah.
up on key
Yeah,
story
really.
beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time.
Yeah, they could have done King's Fall. Well, they could have done King's Fall this year. Yeah, that would have made more sense, honestly.
In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand, and also lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level.
They started that, and I do like the power fixing.
Able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like
Yeah, having
having
content locked because you're not strong enough yet.
Yeah,
that was always
I
irritating.
always hated that. Yeah.
Everybody loves to engage with. That experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to get a certain power level.
Oh, okay, it'll bring their
person with
power
the
up.
highest power in your fire team.
Oh, that's cool.
is actually
Okay, that's
going to
cool.
Bring all the others close to their.
I thought it
power
was gonna be
level,
like
which means
a,
that there's no barriers really for any other guardian to join you.
Oh, it looks like
with
it's
high-level
it kind of partially averages, not like all the way up, but
Strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fire Team Finder is the new feature that's
okay,
coming
Fire
in
Team
season
Finder is finally
23,
coming.
aimed at helping
Season
connect and push
23.
other people
Okay,
to
so that's next
complete
season.
The best and most aspirational content in
Interesting.
Destiny. We have a
Those are mock-ups, but
tag
that's cool.
system that allows players to be able to say, well, this is my playstyle. I'm really chill. I'm anti.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
Just really here to have a good time. Exactly.
Tags really allows players to
Mhm.
show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also
You get emojis.
including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully, the inclusion tags
Oh,
will
that's
bring
nice.
players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a
Maybe couldn't
listing
fit it in
goes
at that
live,
moment.
players will be put
Are you
into
talking
a
about
listing lobby where players
Wrath?
can
Was that what you were
gather,
referring
they
to,
can
Zero?
communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long
Right.
time while their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
Why does half the team have the vault armor there?
The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly
Ooh,
excited
new
about
feature.
is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story.
That's
We're going
nice.
To have a mission for Forsaken, mission for
You're gonna have to
Light,
pay
as
for
well as a
those.
mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's last stand from Forsaken. This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
This is definitely nice. The question is, are you gonna have to have bought the expansions? You must. There's no way you're gonna have to have bought the expansions to do that because it's.
We're reaching the end of this.
They're like
this 10-year journey.
previews to the expansions.
The episodes.
Right.
Right.
The new way we're going to tell stories.
I hope so.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing.
Okay,
Instead
so
of
seasons to
providing 4
episodes.
seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes.
Okay.
So the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the final shape.
So that's kind of more like
And the theme for
the
is
year of
gonna be all
Forsaken
about
because
the
that was only
consequences
3
and
seasons.
aftermath. of the final shape.
Mhm.
I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure.
3-act structure. That's nice.
For us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods,
Okay.
new activities. There's going to be new missions.
It's going to be changing more often. I like that.
Every single one of these.
Oh, and we're getting new exotic missions with each of them, too.
More cinematic styled experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories.
I think this is a good
standalone. Like
shake up
each
to the seasonal
episode
model that was
will be
getting
something
stale.
You can experience whether you've been playing
Yeah.
Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy
The thing
them in any
that
order
got
you
me
want
about
to.
the
I think the opportunity with this big epic
current
moment
structure is
that
just
we get
it was
to
so
innovate.
strung out. Like
Yeah,
every
exactly.
week you had to log in and do. It was like 15-20 minutes. It's like, why can't I just
It's all about more weapons,
power
more
through
loot,
it?
more often, and it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the.
I think they're saying you're going to be able to view all the cinematics
any
in
individual
game.
episode as compared to the
That's
seasons
cool.
you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling.
Yeah,
Episodes
Vex stuff,
provides this awesome
Scorn
foundation
stuff.
for the future of Destiny.
And then I
Moving
guess
into
Hive
the
stuff.
next stage of Destiny 2. I think
Yep.
some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the
All
pedal to the
ends
metal.
are just new
Episodes
beginnings.
Provide us a new, innovative
That's
way
what the
for
stranger
players to
said.
Engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
What makes a guardian?
Ah!
Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We know that we were chosen for a reason.
I remember this Zavala
by
cinematic.
something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Was that Ido's voice?
Sacrifice.
No, that first one was Savathun.
No, the first one was Savathun. The second one was Ido. Third was possibly Saladin. Is that what it was?
Line between light and
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, well, that's Crow.
Mhm.
Oh my God! I never realized that parallel.
Yep.
That shot parallel. I never thought of that.
Mhm.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome.
Is that that was Drifter? Okay.
You've heard the stories of the traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
This time, there is no escape.
Become legend. Okay, what time is it?
It's going to be an exciting
37. Okay,
year
we have
for
about 10
Guardians.
minutes.
We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system.
I love this
And at the end,
trailer.
a simple message.
Mhm.
Become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going
Okay, we're
to
gonna
kick
get
off
a
the future of
timeline.
Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going
Oh,
on
well,
after
yeah.
this, we've got Season of the Witch with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content
all
Well,
alongside
new
a
PvP
series of
content
story
being
catch-up
a new
missions,
map.
allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening.
Well,
in this
and the
world.
game mode, I suppose.
Well, was the game mode
Next week,
Final Shape or this season?
brutal reprisal of Crota's End.
I couldn't.
is gonna
I
join
thought
the
it was.
ranks of our
Maybe it
I
is
thought it
this
was
season.
this season.
content.
Maybe it is.
I can't wait to see.
Why are
all
they
of
giving
its
us
own
the
life as we learn
Age of
more
Triumph
about the final
Crota armor,
shape
but not the King's Fall or
and
Vault
how we can
armor?
stop it.
Do not be afraid. Bring me your tithes.
I guess we'll get context as to what exactly is happening with Eris there.
After all these years,
I actually really love the idea of that Hunter
we've
Super.
lost.
Mhm.
This fight might be
I mean, I've pretty much mained
so I
Gathering Storm since it
Yeah,
came out.
I've
so
been, that's been one of my mains as well.
one last
it's so good.
I have been running this build that just creates the fucking arc those little arc energy thingies. Ooh, collector's edition.
Mm.
I am excited about this. This might be the first collector's edition I get, honestly, not because I'm actually working now and I have money. And also,
When we
it's the
create a
final,
collector's edition. We try
final
and
shape.
recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny Wisdom Tower. We really try to work hard and think
Nice.
That's
about
nice.
10
I
years
like
of
that.
Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started playing Destiny all the way to now. The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that.
That's funny.
architectural model.
There's
a lot of
those are
hidden
cute.
messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope.
Ooh.
And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound
Ooh.
effects and lights. Just sort of make this experience as a whole really special.
That's
It's sort
cool.
of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
Kind of looks like a PlayStation.
Yeah. People are gonna like mod their computers.
Whoa,
to fit
look at
inside
that
of it.
Ace of Spades ornament. I think that's what that is on the top right there. Because it's got the, well, no, it's a club. Maybe it's a new weapon.
Well, it might be an ornament.
Wait, do the four of us represent all the suits? Is it Cade is the ace? I guess we're the club. Ikor is the heart. Zavala is the diamond? I don't know. Hi, Sylph.
could
Oh, and then there's a post show. Oh yeah, I guess we still have 15 minutes until. Oh, I got the drop! Yay! Oh, I totally forgot. I should have mentioned that to you. There's if you watch 30 minutes of it, you get an emblem.
Well, I have it open in a couple different.
Oh, then you're fine.
I mean, I haven't gotten the. I don't see the drop yet, but that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. If it has to, because Twitch is weird with how it actually tracks your watching. Okay. I'm gonna open Destiny up. It's probably gonna need to update, so I'll let it do that in the background. Oh, I got a text from Bree. Hold on a second. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Also, hi Sylph, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Gonna be Hokage when Final Shape gets released. Yep, that's fair. Oh, does it not need an update yet? Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's not yet. I guess it'll be 10 minutes or so. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait a little bit. Although maybe there's still no update showing for it. I think this is more hype than I was for Lightfall, honestly.
I was really pumped for Lightfall.
Me too.
When it came out.
That's I mean from the showcase from Lightfall. So last year, a year ago. Because that only showed it showed a new element and 3 new supers, I guess. But this is 3 new supers with the elements we already have. And probably a bunch of new fragments and aspects and shit.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
I'm hopeful now. With a lot of those changes, I'm very hopeful. Because the episodes thing, if they pull that off, that sounds like it's going to be perfect for a mix-up with the model.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah, because it hasn't been vibing.
Yeah, no this season I barely played. I only barely got to... I played so little that literally 3 days ago, I got a drop on my Titan of Kepri's Horn. Literally 3 days ago. And for the past 3 days, I've been playing a bunch of my Titan, and that exotic is one of my most used exotics.
In the email?
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back in a few. I'm going to join my friend's call because they need to spill some tea, apparently.
Yep.
I'll be back. Bye. Hello. Hello, Bree.
It was the girl.
What happened?
It was the girl.
I thought you knew it was the girl.
I was pretty sure, but I wasn't positive, and so I asked her. I was like, "Hey, do you happen to know a Liam last name redacted?" And she fucking cringed. She was like, "Yeah, we don't talk anymore."
Oop.
She's like, "He's kind of a tool." She also was like, "Going to therapy doesn't mean you're not a bad person."
Oop.
I'm so entertained. I'm so entertained now. She was like, "If you're his friend, it's cool." I was like, "I'm not. We have mutual friends, but like that's it." And I'm like, "That's hilarious to me."
Yeah. That was a really... So you're not still friends with Liam then, right?
I was never really friends with Liam.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, we're cool, but this will depend on what she says. If she says anything else, she's nice.
Hey, I was gonna say, maybe you have a new friend.
She's way too cool for... She's way too fucking cool for him anyway.
Make a new friend.
No, deadass.
Do it!
No, I'm just
serious,
like,
man.
Deadass, I'm just gonna text everybody else who's at that fucking party and who remembers her. And I'm like, "Hey, remember that girl Liam was with? Yeah." Apparently there's drama. But also,
thank you, Pika. It's great to have you here.
She was way too cool for him. She was way too hot for him.
The lead community
Fair.
Role here at Bungie,
and that's
Sylph said, "Do it, execute the order."
Weekly check-ins and
it's yes, because that's my tea. I was like, this is hilarious.
That is kind of funny.
Guys, some questions and go over some of the things that we did.
There are very few things that could make my day funnier.
How was class?
Yeah.
My God, we gotta do a trading project.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, we were participating in like an international project for our class.
That's cool.
Which is kind of dope.
That's very cool.
Game director on Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Actually, while Taylor and Liz were doing the intro, I was hiding.
Now I'm walking to my next class, which is,
roll back the VOD and see if
I don't know, intro to political analysis?
Awesome. So
Question mark?
let's get into some questions.
As a player, what are you guys most
But
hyped about regarding the final shape and
there's
beyond?
an Einstein
Anything
bagels right
specific you
here.
can call
Okay,
out?
if I get out with like more
For
than
me,
30 minutes to spare, I'm gonna
really
get a
excited
bagel.
about the story.
Ooh,
I think this
bagels.
is
Didn't
gonna
really
be,
breakfast.
like, the epic conclusion
Breakfast
to
is
the Light and
important,
Darkness
Bree.
saga. Like, players are
I
finally
woke
gonna
up.
get
I
to
had a
engage with
doctor's
each other,
appointment.
confront the
Oh.
witness, like, the stakes have never
I
been higher.
got
I'm
back
just
to
really excited to get
my
to watch
apartment
everybody play
with
it out
just enough time to
as soon as they can. Can we make it live right now? I don't think I tried. Anyway, what about you, Dan? Oh, for me, I mean,
with like just enough
it's
time
a
to
lot about
like
the supers, right? Like, I
deal
just
with.
think we have this
Yeah.
ability
Sorry.
with these supers coming out to shift the meta in a really exciting
So any
way.
other
And,
tea
like,
then?
I just haven't played through them and gotten some hands on them. Sorry, like no spoilers, but like I think they're gonna play in all parts of the game. So I think
I
you're gonna
don't
see these
think-
in the campaign,
I
obviously,
think I
but you're
have
gonna see
other
these in
teas.
PvP, and they really feel like that sort of
That's
pinnacle achievement of our Guardian's journey in a lot of ways. So just really excited to see the final
I
product.
don't. Question
Yeah,
mark?
yeah, for me, I guess it's maybe surprising. It's the weapons. I know, like,
Shock.
yeah, we make a lot of weapons.
Well, if
on
anything
Destiny
else
2,
happens
right?
with,
And so
if you become
why
friends
are we
with this
excited about the
girl
weapons
and
this
there's
time?
more tea, definitely let me
The
know.
team sort of really looked and said, "What's
Sorry, it's
core
so
to
funny. The only
Destiny,
thing
right?
we
Like,
could
what's really
be
important?"
funny.
And we said, "Hey,
It's very funny.
Destiny's at its best when you're getting a bunch of new
You know what it
weapons,
would?
and those weapons are so exciting."
I was
that they
about.
are
I
making
don't
it
actually
onto
know.
your
Never
character
mind.
right
I was
away.
gonna say,
They're,
you
like,
know what
changing
would have
the way
been
you play.
funnier, but I
So
don't know what I was
this
gonna
is
say
not
next.
just exotics, right? It's
If
not
Alex
just
is in my next class,
I think it
Oh,
was
that would be funny. That would be
that would be
funny.
funny.
Pretty cool
Oh
stuff,
my
right?
god, that would be hilarious.
I think it's also we
I
talked about
don't think
these
I would be
new,
able to
you know,
contain
weapon
myself though.
subtypes. And
Yeah, fair
so,
enough.
what's a support
Execute
auto rifle?
order
We've
66.
made guns that heal before
Eh.
we have
Please, it's
exotics
so
that do it.
fucking
Well, if we
funny.
do it in a legendary,
Excuse
what
me.
needs to be different about it so we can make this thing that
Oh,
feels
the door's locked.
as useful to a
Uh-oh.
support team as someone bringing Galahorn?
Guess
that
I gotta go
feels
down.
as useful as someone, you know, bringing Divinity.
Are you
right? And
going?
we know that's
And
the
another
bar
wing.
that we have to hit. So we're looking at a bunch of different things and saying,
Oh, you're not.
I've never
okay,
been in
we're
this
gonna make
building
these
before for
guns and we're
class.
gonna make them
Oh,
matter,
gotcha.
right? We're gonna
So you're
go
finding
out
your
and you're
way.
gonna get awesome stuff on,
Mhm.
you know, the Pale Heart. I think we showed a little bit of it. There's like these sweet.
Just
they look
fine.
like
I
the
just think it might not
cards. If
be
you go back and watch the footage,
open. Oh yeah, the
and there's a
doors are
bunch
just
of
not
awesome
the
stuff
fire.
coming in the weapons, and so I
Ah.
think we're really just trying to hit that core. Like,
I don't want to take the
we're a
elevator
loot
because it
game,
looks
right?
like I'm gonna die in
the
it.
loot should be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, me too.
Ugh.
So speaking of the Pale Heart, the reveal, it was said in the reveal that the Pale Heart
I want
destination is the first linear destination ever done. So can you talk us through why it was decided to make it more linear destination?
All right, linear.
And
like,
what it means.
Yeah. So
Like,
that's
it's hilarious
not
to
sure
me.
how many folks have been in algebra recently, but if you're like me and need a little refresher, linear
Please.
line, right?
Walk
Like
me
that's
through
what
it.
we're saying here. So a classic Destiny destination.
Like, how else am I supposed to react?
There are these big public areas. They're all
Hello.
connected
I was
in a
like,
circle, and then
hello?
from those
Can you hear me?
areas,
What?
there's
Yep.
little offshoots. They're little
Okay,
alleyways that
no.
you can go to.
I'm sorry. This
That
is
just
like
didn't make sense for
not
going
an
inside
angel
the trap.
story because not everything is an
Because
angel
the
story.
trap is
But this
Bree,
one's
huge. When we talk about
Bree,
the
chat
Pale
loves
Heart,
your tea no
we
matter
say, you
what,
know,
I think.
okay, what if you were an alien, you landed on Earth, and the only part of
the
Earth
angel
you
stories
saw
are
was like
objectively the most wild
parking lot
because
in Montana.
Oh.
that
And you
shit's
were
just
like,
wild.
this place is huge, right? Like, it's sort of like, okay, so we're going to show you a really small slice of what is inside the Traveler. And then we said, it needs to feel like you're going somewhere important. It's
Right.
a vast, unknowable place.
Oh yeah, so this is
Okay?
like
Well, on one
sociology
end,
and poli sci
we've got the
building, but I'm
portal.
just trying to figure
And
out.
on the other end, we've got the Witness that's built this giant monolith. And so every single area that we've built is
Oh,
built in a
I can't.
consecutive
I just have to take the
line
rickety ass
from one to the
elevator.
other. So you
Zero
travel
did in
through
fact say
these
that
things, and you can look
they
back
like the
at
tea no
what's
matter what.
what's for. And if you need to go to the next
Oh,
part,
hi
you're
Ian,
not
welcome
going
back.
into
Good
these
timing.
offshoots.
Bree's also
You
in
are
VC
going
again.
to where you need to be
There's
going.
the
It's really
reason.
focused on, hey, you've got a job to do here.
So it's tracking your journey.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's
This is
definitely.
the elevator.
Cool. Well, that sounds.
I know it's on the second floor. I'm almost positive it's on the second floor.
Super different.
That's what we go
I'm
for.
almost positive it's in
During the showcase, it was
20.
also
Yeah,
mentioned
not
that completing the
1060.
campaign would unlock the full destination, and then it also
Intro
said
political
perhaps as we
analysis.
progress, is that
Mm-hmm.
It's 2060. They sent an email about it. Because it says 2069 somewhere. I've been looking for stairs inside the building because the staircases outside lead to doors that are locked. Because the elevator's a little rickety. I want to be able to use stairs if I need. Nothing. Nothing.
Right here, I assume. Sure.
Did you find the stairs?
Mm-mm. Jesus. I'm gonna find where anything else is in here first.
So, any other tea?
No.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go though.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
Have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pop back into the game room, although Tara's not here, but I'm gonna pop back in here anyway.
Wanna save some juicy tidbits, not just because it's
Alright.
fun, but because like
let's get back to this.
The Traveler's just been this inscrutable godlike sphere that people have wanted to know more about for so long. And like this is their opportunity to experience some of that mystery, and I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Well, it's alive, right?
I like Dan.
What can
I
we
like
really
him.
expect?
Yeah, I think we talked about this. We showed a little bit. The section that you're in, it's shaped off of who's there, right? And so who's been there?
So cool.
The witness, right? The witness
messing stuff up.
Yeah, chilling right there. We're trying to knock on the door. We don't know how to get inside. And we're gonna make it eventually. And so it's got this both really unique aspect to it, and a bunch of the geo looks like stuff that you've never seen before. A bunch of these places feel like, this heaven on one side, hell maybe in the middle, crazy Destiny surrealness at the end. And then there are these accents of like, oh, I'm at like a crazy heavenly beach, and then you see this giant ghost carved into a mountain. And you see the D1 tower.
I'm still watching the live stream to get that drop at least.
Oh, fair.
People this like distilled Destiny experience.
Yeah, I'm curious what they have to say with the post-show, and the game's not updating yet. So
Dan, we've got feedback from players who.
I mean, there's server downtime. It'll probably be down for
but it's
like an hour.
Yes,
or so.
no, it's supposed to go live at 1.
Rather than
At
later
reset,
on in the
to my knowledge. That's how it usually works. Is it goes live right after the.
How are we taking this feedback and making this?
Well, it's only
showcases. I mean, yeah, we have 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, I mean this is
but
this
1
is the sort of
o'clock.
fun of the challenge.
Oh
for us,
no,
right?
1
Because
EST.
Dark
It's
Saga
10 PST.
has been such a focal through
Yeah,
line.
well, it's 4 more
really
minutes
most
at
of
least.
Destiny's
Yeah.
existence,
Yeah, that's
right?
when
Like, it
reset
this
is on
epic
Tuesdays.
story,
So.
and Joe was just talking about, some of that sort of culmination of experience inside the Pale Heart, and so this is a spot where we have to.
This is a cool. The way they're talking about the destination, though, sounds really
culmination
cool.
in a satisfying way, right? Like there's a confrontation that's been happening. There's a story that's been being told. This part of the Destiny world, we have to end really well, and the players deserve that, and the story deserves that. And so there's some things we're doing to account for that. But in addition, we have to set up the next set of stories. We're going to talk probably more about episodes in a bit, but like starting after the final shape with the new episodes framework that we're rolling out, we're going to tell all different stories, and we'll learn more about the world of Destiny moving forward. So
Because there's still a lot of unanswered questions.
Seriously, and to accommodate
Like
that,
we still know
we've
barely
done
anything
more,
about
I
the
think,
Vex, to
on
be
the narrative
totally
side
fair.
of the fence than we've even done in the past.
True.
More
Like,
significant writers.
and what we
rooms.
do
brought in
know is
more folks
just
from even
speculation,
other parts
really.
Most of the
studio
time,
to
yeah.
really kind of consult on this and make sure that all of our.
I'm pretty sure they, in
fans who
this
probably know the Destiny
quote unquote
lore better than I
universe,
do
they came
are,
through
are
because of
getting the pieces
Rhoda
and
opening that
answers
portal.
to the questions that they
The
want
reason he was
answered,
banished,
unless we want to
if I remember the lore correctly.
Stories that we're going to tell.
Well,
there's
because he
more to
brought
it than
the
you
Vex
and the
into
team are doing as well,
the
if you wanna
throne world.
Yeah, probably to steal
True.
Onto the Dreadnought, I
Cosmos and
think.
Pika's questions and give
Yeah,
them
he
the
cut a
no
space
card
open,
shuffle here
Right.
and
and the
there.
Vex poured out.
I think
So we don't know
one of the
anything
things that we
before that,
do
though, to my
that's going to be
knowledge.
challenging about this is, hey,
Yeah,
we're
because
telling
even
the
I
climax
know
of the story.
there was
Know that,
something
hey, when
in
you get into the
the
final shape, in those first moments, we want you to feel like, okay,
what was it?
Bungie
The
delivered on this
latest
promise. They delivered on this promise of
thing they
becoming
had,
Bungie.
like
Delivered
the
on,
veil
really
containment
putting a bow
Oh,
on the
yeah.
Traveler
stuff.
and Pyramid story.
They talked about how
thing that was
the
also
exos
important
are
for us
made.
is like,
They talked
okay,
about the
yeah, like,
the
confront
the
the
fluid.
witness, like, the biggest bad
Yeah,
in Destiny.
how it's like
Excuse
a
me.
hive mind
No,
of,
but
You have
of
to confront the
mechanical
witness in the raid, right? Like,
but
it's
they,
a version of
I think
Destiny's
one of the
chronological history where, like,
one of the
witness
logs
was
said
tough.
something
Not
about
quite as
how
tough as
like the
Valkor,
Vex
right?
rewrote
Like, it's probably not a thing that
Oh, they
our
wrote
players
themselves
of-
into the
not something I'm gonna be
history.
happy
Yeah.
about. And so
yeah.
what we really think is this,
Yeah,
this
that
day
was-
one experience is sort
So I'm
of
That's
not sure,
interesting
like,
to
I
think
mean-
about. Maybe they came through.
penultimate
like-
episode
like maybe Crota was the initial point,
but then they
haven't really said
before that, right? Yeah.
This is exactly what's going on in the world of
I totally
Destiny.
forgot about that. Yeah, they just rewrote
You go through a pretty epic journey.
the history of
and then we say,
Neptune
okay,
so that they were in it
now we
already,
have to have this raid
which
beat.
is like
And so,
wild to think about.
It's sort of a reverse.
But then again, the
If some of our people remember that moment,
who knows how long ago that was when Crota was banished?
Well, he was banished to the moon, I think, or no, he was banished and then he ended up on the moon during the fight.
He was banished, and Oryx told him like, "Don't come back without glory."
Oh,
basically.
right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but the Hive have been around for what 13 billion years or something.
Like that,
so,
yeah.
And we're gonna like help make sure everyone.
So I don't know really which one came
a lot
first.
of our learnings from both really classic experiences like Crota and Oryx, and sort of infuses them with what we've been doing with things.
Vice came to the past to get the top 10 music playlist.
Okay, I think we can do this the right way.
Yeah, and also just for something like this,
top 40
when you
Golden Age
complete
hits.
the circle of this story that we've been telling. We wanna make sure that
My
we're
main gaming
paying
playlist
homage
is
to the things
called
of the
Cade's
past, and
Golden Age
we're
Music
talking
Stash.
through just so many
It's just
little
all
things
Beastie
that
Boys.
have made this story what it
It's
is,
a lot of
but
Beastie
also telling
Boys.
it in a way where
It's
if you're
got
coming into the
Beastie
Final Shape
Boys,
first
it's got
experience,
Starset, which is one of my favorite groups.
You can enjoy the
It's got
campaign, you can
Linkin
understand
Park. It's
what's
really just
happening,
all my favorite
but there's
songs
just
that
a
are good
lot
for
more
gaming.
if you
And most of them are pretty well
almost decades
known.
worth of Destiny play knowledge.
But like, yeah, I think it's. I think the name is
That
funny.
means I have to play the raid to get the full story?
No.
Cade's
Now,
iPod.
while we're really excited about something like Fireteam Finder coming in,
Fireteam
making it
Finder
easier
is
for anyone to get into
pretty
the
cool.
raid and
I'm
experience
looking
this
forward to
beats.
that.
Yeah, I think the different part from our strategy sort
Like
of in the
anything to
past
help
was we
new
said,
players.
Oh,
Really.
for sure.
something more for those
Because a lot of new players don't even know that the app has that LFG thing. So having it in game is great.
that is told in the raid. There's a piece
Mhm.
that's essential. But it is definitely not going to be a moment
Yep,
where
yeah, I
only
got
raiders get to see the
the,
end
got the
of
drop,
the Light
I think.
Darkness Saga.
Okay. Well, that's good.
As we carefully skirt around 1,000 plot points here.
So, we showed a glimpse of the new enemy, the Subjugators. Are they going to be as terrifying as the Tormentors? Like, what sets them apart from previous enemies?
Yeah, I was curious
Yeah,
about that.
we were running through some questions yesterday, just like this. Spoiler alert: we do practice a little bit. Like we do think about this. And I got in trouble because I said several obscenities last time I did this, so I'm not going to do that today on stream.
Who scolded you?
It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone that scolded me.
Okay.
And so I've been playing a lot of the Final Shape recently, probably surprising to no one. Subjugators are very different than Tormentors. Tormentors are sort of like this Kool-Aid man that busts through the wall. Like saying,
That's a great analogy.
Look at me, right? Oh, okay.
Yep.
And Subjugators for us, they come out in these moments where you feel like you have a battlefield full of enemies, and then you hear the pyramid screech sound.
There's a
and you're
sound.
Like, and a Subjugator beams in, and it's like they're the ultimate sort of backfield tactician, right? And they're doing things like giving everyone around it little pyramid buddies. Like you've been shot in PvP with an Arc Soul. Like imagine 10 taken Scions, and suddenly a Subjugator says, like, "What if you all had little pyramid buddies?" And you're like,
Oh, jeez.
Thanks, Subjugator.
Oh,
So there's still these
jeez.
moments where you're like, you might want to just hold on to your super. You might want to hold on to some heavy ammo when you're playing through the campaign, just in case this busts through. I think one other thing that we've really learned from both Tormentors and Light Hive is we started building these sort of like captain-y units, right? These things that feel scary. And we were very careful in both Witch Queen and in Lightfall to make sure, hey, we don't want to overuse these. We don't want this to become a thing where you get a bounty and it's like, kill 20 Light Hive. Wow, they're just everywhere. And I think we were striking the even better balance now that we have a palette of these captains where it feels like, hey, I'm getting these like really meaty sandbox experiences. And we know how to sort of engage them in both the destination and the strike and the mission. So I'm really happy with a bunch of the learning the team has been taking as we continue to make these things.
Oh, totally. Yeah, my super basic take from having played it is that like, and I didn't know how this was going to play out until I experienced it. Joe described it really well, but it's what I want from these units as a player is I want that moment of ha and insert obscenity here so Cosmo doesn't yell at me.
Right.
But like and the Subjugator absolutely delivers that in the same way that I felt from the Tormentor, and the same way I definitely felt the first time I saw the Light Hive. But it's just to Joe's point, it's a very different way, right? Like it is when it comes out, like I'm just as terrified and worried for myself and my fire team, but for different reasons,
Right.
and with different tactics, and you have to approach them a very different way. So I think it feels very good to me, at least as a player.
Why am I already nervous?
Because whatever he just described, what you were picturing, is probably lighter than what's actually going to happen. Like
great.
Pyramid Buddies are Arc Souls, and
Yeah.
to say.
I'm picturing some. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. Okay. So Dan, this is for you. Your favorite, or everyone's, not yours. Everyone's favorite hunter, Cade 6, is seemingly back from the dead. Can we get a little bit of the story on
My
that?
clan's kind of split on
take this one, 'cause I love
whether or
talking
not
about Cade.
final shape looks good.
I mean,
Really?
here's the reality.
They're
We've
split.
been talking about this all
I'm gonna see what
coming
my
full circle, and,
friends
Joe
are
was talking
saying.
about the campaign is mission. You have a mission. There's a thing that has to happen.
Oh,
And
wait,
like both as players,
are they
and
even talking about it?
developers, it was just hard to picture.
And one guy says, I'm honestly
finishing
not
this
too
fight
impressed.
without
I think
Cade
that's
6,
saying
right?
something. I'm more excited
so,
about the new
so we
season,
brought
which is
Cade
kind of
6
whack
back, and
because
I'm
it's
gonna get more
temporary.
details than you want, but Cade 6 is back.
And Cheem
for
says, we
this
might
fight,
just be
and I think
haters.
it was super important as you go through to have.
And then he says, I'm unironically hyped for the season.
The season does look really cool.
Critical part of that is
It does, yeah.
Like
for sure.
it looks like it's got a weird mix of menagerie and maybe some other stuff.
Like when you're playing through the builds as you're
But
going
I
through,
like the
and the
deck
moment
building
Nathan's
thing. I
lines
think
started
that's
actually
really
coming through
cool and
and
might
recorded,
be
man, it just
super
hits
interesting
different, right? Like, it
in
just felt-
making
it just
gameplay
changes
not
the
feel
dynamic for me as
super
far as,
stale
like,
every
what I feel
time.
about what's going through, the sort of complexities of the story.
Yeah.
But the
And
part that's
some
important
kind
I
of
think to know
drop
is
in and
that,
out
like, this is
activity
Cade.
Right, yeah,
will
exactly.
be really cool.
Is your guide through the Pale
Because
Park.
it's like, I haven't really
and there's
touched the
other
deep
stuff
dives
that we're
because
not
they
gonna
take
talk
like,
about just yet, 'cause
They're
I don't know,
long
30
and
minutes.
but,
the frickin'
yeah, anything more
if you want to
Yeah,
go
and
through
if-
like to get all the rewards and do all
probably say
the
this a few
I
times.
haven't done any of the like
You're like,
pressure trials or
what is
anything
the-
like that.
What's the final shape? How are we
Yeah,
gonna
And I
do
wanna
this?
do them
What's
because I do
really
wanna get the
important? We wanted
exotic.
to make sure that this experience felt like
But
the most
I need to catch the
distilled
last
version
exotic
of
fish first.
Destiny. Like it's
Right.
really dialed up to 11.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
the, like,
Good- and
I
good
remember
luck with
being
that.
fishing,
track that
like
we were baking with
seeing
the
fishing and
affiliate.
being
We
like,
dropped
holy shit, this is fucking awesome.
Um,
And
uh,
it's really cool.
us, you know, we
Mhm.
It's like a
knew
cool
that,
little
hey,
chill thing to do, and the fact that it connects into the
roadmap out for a
exotic
long
mission is
time. We were
cool.
like, okay, we know we need
But-
to make the best of this moment that we have with Cade here.
I kind of wish they'd done
yeah.
it on
Make
more
it look
destinations.
really, again, as the
Yeah.
EO starts to come
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
Well, that and
That's exactly
that
basically
and
what I
how
thought.
the
So
that's like Cade 6
that and
talking,
how
like,
the public
even-
events
I wouldn't
interrupt
say
it, so you
Oh, yeah,
finally
that's
get
the
that bar
worst.
full.
yeah, you get the bar full
And
and then
then-
it's
but,
so
yeah,
annoying.
it really
Yeah.
starts to be
That
like,
is
Except-
genuinely
yeah, this
one of the
is-
most annoying
this is
shits.
that distilled Destiny
Yeah,
experience.
except
I'm not picturing
for
Destiny
I guess
extract from a
the
bungee store.
whatever the
I don't know what it's for, but
got
focus
something here.
location is that particular
follow
week.
this.
Those
Well, now it's all the locations. That's the thing. I don't think there is like a focus location. And I tried it at all three and still got interrupted by
So we've been talking about final
Uh,
shape. Let's talk about
things
so
every time.
obnoxious.
We've seen some feedback from the players that the season waddle has gotten a bit predictable at times, and we just saw in the showcase
Yeah,
our
let's see.
content cadence is
Their
being
one-
refreshed with this episode.
clanmates are wondering if Crota's End will be any good.
Episodes are and how they're going to be
Well,
Can't wait
okay.
to be one of the
Sure,
people to
yeah.
complete it day
So,
one, right
I
behind
mean,
a blind
let's
person on a
start
rock
with
band
sort of
drum
what
kit.
episode is for, right? I think the easiest way to think about episodes
That's
is
actually
the
kind of funny.
natural
Yeah,
evolution
Like,
it
here's the thing.
of the seasonal
I
model.
like Crota. I like
Because,
the weapons and I
seasonal
like the
model's a lot of
armor.
great things for Destiny.
And I
Mhm.
like
We've run seasons for the
it
better
in
part of
general,
3 years
but
at this point, and
it doesn't
has
feel
allowed us
like
to
a raid.
deliver, you know,
Now that
really
we've
quality
had
No,
the
it's more like
dungeons
a
and the
dungeon.
yeah,
very
exactly. Now that we've
fast
had the
cadence, really move
dungeons
story
and the
forward.
other
I
stuff,
think
it
we've told
feels
some
more
great
like a
stories,
dungeon.
you know, introduce some new activities,
And
mechanics
I was
into
really
it.
hoping they would bring it back as a
The problem
dungeon so we
is, and
could
if we're
get
being honest with ourselves,
Wrath
and I'm
in
gonna
the
be honest
raid
with
spot.
ourselves, we
Oh,
but
yeah.
also
we really bias towards
the dungeons
consistency
are
to do that,
always
right?
new
Like, we wanted to
content. There's
deliver
no
quality,
reprise
deliver it
dungeons.
on time, all the time to the player.
So
But that
it
made
would have
the
probably
experience somewhat
been an
repetitive.
after light or an after
like,
final
almost
shape
sort
thing
of
if they
by
did it it that way.
in a certain way, which is now,
In which
I
case
think,
it's like,
stretched
well,
out
yeah.
to the end of its.
And it's like I still want Wrath, and I hope they'll do
change
Wrath.
the framework and change up the delivery cadence.
Yeah, eventually
So
it'd be
there are
nice.
3 episodes a year.
The
first one will.
And I hope we get
alongside the final
all the
shape,
stuff
and
from the
part 2 will
content
start
vault
a little
back
bit
too.
after. We can touch on that in a sec.
Mhm.
These 3 episodes are split into 3 acts each. And this means two things.
Well,
Really.
it'd be
One,
neat if
that now what you're really looking at is 9 beats a year that are 6 weeks apart.
if we got Wrath in like Revenant.
Yeah, because it's
Scorn based.
That'd be interesting. A Scorn version of Wrath.
The meta forward, introduce new story.
That would be really interesting, actually. Like fucking Siva Scorn.
And it doesn't have
that'd
to
be terrifying.
That would be so terrifying.
Formulaic. So it allows us to do what I think Destiny does really well, which is get a little weird at times. It allows us to, like, you know, throw. I have some really bad baseball.
I'm gonna relog on Steam and see if that works.
Like throw some curveballs into.
Well, people in chat are saying the updates up. So.
Right, exactly. So I'm gonna relog into my Steam client and see if it shows.
But like, it allows us to react.
Now it's up. Now it's showing. Okay.
What else is going on in the game? It allows us to change up the way we look at content delivery in a way that I think is just strictly better for all of us who are players, right? Like the 6 weeks in between major beats, I think is a really good way for players.
Yeah, I like that. They're technically 9 beats of story throughout the year
their own lifestyle, how it fits
instead
in
of
the white space
3
of their life.
because of the way they're splitting it.
Yeah, because that was the biggest dissonance that I felt with Season of the Deep, because
it was basically there was a beat at the beginning and there was a beat at the end, and that's what it felt like.
So I think
well that too, but it was like every week it was, you know,
the same
Sloan
thing.
is panicked, you need to go do such and such right away, but it was like, but then I had to wait another week,
right?
You know, for the next thing, and it was just like it felt very stilted.
Yeah, I totally
What does
agree.
that mean for the reward track?
Yeah, so one of the
the season passes.
interesting things that we're doing with episodes is probably how they start.
Okay.
So for us, again, we've talked a lot. It's like pretty important that when the final shape is happening, everyone in the universe is saying, you know what's important? This whole thing that's going on in the Traveler right now. We've got to stay really focused. So we wanted the episodes to be a reaction to what happens when the final shape resolves, right?
Okay.
And so this means both. We don't want to tell a competing story at the same time.
Okay.
And
Good.
we want, hey, once the first episode kicks off, for it to be in the context of what happens in the final shape. So the majority of the narrative content, the activity content, really when the episode begins, happens that reset after the raid.
Okay, that's cool.
However, right away, we know
Oh,
there's some
sorry,
systems that
Sylph,
just
for
need
the
to be
ads.
online. So the reward track, you're going to be able to get Red Death, log into the game, claim it from the past. I've been using it a lot in playtests. It's a
Oh, it's gonna be the
solar
pass?
weapon.
Exotic.
That, so like a little bit of like, yeah. Someone from the weapons team is like, oh, I just said it was a solar weapon. I think we're excited for that. And there's even a few stuff that you're going to be able to get weapon-wise from the episodes themselves. We have another sub-archetype that's going to be out there. We haven't talked about what sub-archetype that is, but we might see it in some. I think it's the kind of thing that people are going to be like, oh, I might bring this to the Raids World First Race. And so we're excited for both having some of this.
Someone said
content
bring back
available
Icebreaker,
right away,
and I'm
keeping
just
that meat
people are
with that
still stuck on
narrative, keeping what's
Icebreaker, and it's never gonna happen because
story
it
in
would
the
ruin
world.
the ammo economy in this game.
No.
Well, that's why they nerfed Revoker, because it was ruining trials.
Revoker?
Yeah, because it
Was
it
that
would refund if you shot.
Oh,
the
that was
sniper.
the old the Sunset
It was
Sniper, the
pinnacle
switchable
weapon.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're still
Yep.
gonna run season
Right.
passes alongside episodes.
Because it would
So before, where it was a season
it would
pass
trigger
specific
its
to a
perk
season,
if you shot a Titan
now
barrier.
it's actually
So
going to
you could
be
just
set,
like
at every
you could
act.
mow
So
down anybody's
you'll have
barrier
autoregs
and still have
for the
all your
first
ammo.
act of each episode,
Right.
and then 50 additional will be added.
Well, Icebreaker's a little
for,
different in the
for
sense
each
that it
subsequent
regens
act
over
to
time
override
rather
throughout
than
the
when
course
you
of an
hit
entire
things.
episode. And
Right.
But
Connect actually allows
It's
us
more
to
like
add some more stuff to it,
reconstruction.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think
That's exactly what it is. But it's on a special weapon, which we don't. Actually, no, we have it on heavy, so maybe it wouldn't be that bad.
Learned from our players, like, hey, we really value this. Can we get more of this?
Yeah,
And so,
maybe.
Great.
Do we have
I guess it
reconstruction on
depends on
any
the speed of it.
snipers?
Going back to some
Well,
old
I mean, you can
experiments,
get
one of the things I'm
reconstruction
really
on
excited
the
about is in the
the
30th anniversary, we tried this
crypt
experiment where like
sniper.
you?
I forget the name of it.
everybody
Yeah, I think so. Well,
right? And it's
at
like
least you can.
silver,
I think you
and
can
it
craft it,
glows, and I'm like, yeah, and
but reconstruction only pulls from your
Reserves. That's true.
from your reserves.
That is
So it's-
true.
it's
so
still
it's
not-
still not. It's still different. It doesn't just generate ammo out of fucking nowhere.
And I was there. I did the whole thing.
It's like there's a 3D. Actually, I never really thought of the lore of how the Icebreaker did that. Is there like a 3D printer in it?
And pushing this and saying, okay,
I'm not sure.
Just 3D prints bullets.
be able to sink their teeth.
Although then at some point it would run out of material.
Be funny if it just pulled from your glimmer.
Well, you answered the question about.
That would be interesting.
So
Gotta pay bullets.
What about the artifacts, like the perks? Like, are players gonna have a different experience there? Or
It's an
are they
11
are they
gig
gonna get the same
update.
kind of like
Oh my god, is it really?
Yeah, so day one,
Yeah.
you're going to see
Oh fuck yeah.
exactly what
Well, I won't be playing today.
What do you got something after this?
We've really been honing in on how
No,
to
well,
like, make each artifact feel
I
different.
mean, yeah, I
happen,
probably won't
though,
be able to
is
play
when
until later
Act 2
tonight.
rolls around.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm on
Space
about 2
appears
gigs
at the top
already,
of
so
the
it'll probably only
artifact,
take
and a
about
whole
half an hour
nother
for me.
row appears. And so
Nice.
this is not meaning you're gonna
Which
get
means I might not end up.
Act 1, you're gonna
Yeah,
get straight to
11
Act
gigs
2.
is
Act 2 brings
crazy.
another row.
I
Whole
agree.
new ways to modify the game.
Yeah, no, I'm on DSL, so it's I've only gotten like 300 meg down so far.
Yeah.
Bringing new activity content in. It's not just that we're bringing new.
But yeah, I'm not
content
sure
in.
if.
We're shaking up the meta. There's new rewards. There's new ways to play. There's new.
I guess we'll
nightfalls
see
that are
what
featuring.
happens
All of this
if
is
I
what we're
end up wanting
getting
to
at.
stream my first impressions.
We
I
love
did,
this
but it depends on
idea
how long it's
of,
going to take to download.
You know, players finishing the final shape, an episode kicking off, and then just being a few weeks away from like, wait, Act 2 is like weeks away. And you're like, yeah, it's like it's right around the corner. And then they're in Act 2 and like, oh, Act 3 is weeks away. Yeah. Like, how can we make sure that Destiny always feels like it's changing and evolving? Yep.
Yeah, it sounds
I
like
like
it'll
this.
be like really refreshing.
I do like
More
the episodes.
But
I
can
think
you
that's
tell
a
us what
really
happens after
good
the first 3 episodes?
answer
What's
to
next
the
step?
seasonal issues.
So the episodes are our new storytelling framework. You're gonna get less information than you want, but they allow us to really move the story forward in different ways. And so one of the things that we want to experiment with is
No problem,
can we
Zero.
make some of these episodes
Go
more
do your
standalone
chores.
stories? Do they have to all interconnect? Can you play them in specific orders, things like that? And so after the episode 3, the intention is to continue rolling episodes forward and keep telling
Oh,
different
Tara,
stories.
by the way, you should
take
follow
whatever
me on
learnings
Twitch
that
so
we
you can
get from
see
the
my
first 3
cool
episodes, start to
follow alert.
evolve the framework.
Yeah, and I don't think Dan's gonna,
Haven't I done that?
kill me
Nope,
here, but
I
we'll
don't think
see.
so.
So maybe keep that.
At least
copy going.
There we go.
There we go.
Wait for a spit take.
There it is.
We got a lot of
eating
Hey, here we go.
them are at home.
Ah! Thank you for the Prime stuff. You didn't need to do that. There's the
No,
cheese
I'm not
ring.
using it.
Are going to still be working on
Nice.
Destiny 2 after the
Yeah, I
final
have
shape,
some
and
really
so
fun alerts. I love working with.
it
Oh,
is-
thank
it
you
is
for the
not just,
first redeem, Sylph. Welcome.
episodes. Like we know there's a bunch of
Yes,
content
that
in
I fucking
different
love that
ways
emote. God damn it.
that we can get out in the player's hands. And those
That's a
folks
picture of me
still
from
wanna
high
make that
school
content, like the awesome
in the
stuff
middle of a
that we're known
sneeze at
for.
the
And so,
beach.
again, we'll be a little coy here today.
Nice.
It's just a picture
but
I still
yeah,
have
to go back
from
to what
when my
Bobby
friends were
was
doing a
saying, like,
beach photo shoot,
hey, we got
and I
some
just
more
sneezed in the
tread
middle of
on the
a
tires
the
here, and
picture.
We're excited to show you where we're driving.
Yeah,
It's
and
amazing.
So I
again,
made it
to
an
what we were
emote.
saying before, we think the episode model with the 3-act structure allows more like flexibility for us to make some of that cool content.
Yeah,
and
thank
make
you
some
for the
different
sub.
content.
I
And think the team
appreciate
is pretty
it.
excited about that too.
Yeah.
So episode.
Yeah, I have cool alerts. So like,
Maybe, who knows?
actually, you'd be able to see them. Hold on, let me do the command.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Yeah, that works.
Khakis.
What are some changes that are coming that will make it easier to get my
There's
friends in the
those versions and
There's
then
a
bit
ton.
versions
I
if
mean,
you
there's a
want to
ton.
spam them,
So,
basically.
We'll go through
The
some specifics,
channel point
but,
ones have
like,
cooldowns, the bits don't.
finding ways
And the bits are
to
equivalent
make it easier
to
for people to
a
group
tenth
up and
of the
play
points,
together and
basically.
improve that experience was a pretty big focus
If
for the
10
last
points is
year
one
and a half
bit.
and moving forward. I'm taking with Joe on time because time's hard, especially in quarantine. But so we got
Yeah,
Fire
that
Team
doc
Finder
has all.
coming.
Deploying flashback.
But even before we get into the specifics, like Destiny's just better
Watch out!
when you're
Watch
playing with
your
friends.
eyes.
It's better in groups. It's better with a fun team. And so being able to build
And
that
it's just
fire
like a
team
bunch
and
of
being
random
able
dumb
to
shit like
play
that.
the best content is
So
the
just like
overarching
you can
goal for what we're
play
trying to do.
stupid shit on the
And yeah, so
stream.
we got Fire Team Finder. We got Fire Team Power. We've got.
There's a lot though. So
Timeline,
there's
Reflections.
Reflections. That's
we probably got another scoop or two. I'm making
4,
sure
5,
that
6,
Kelly
7,
isn't opening
8,
that door
9,
to
10,
run
11,
over and
12,
tackle
13,
me before
14,
I give
15,
another
17,
figure.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
Season
23,
22,
24,
also we can say
25.
Season of the
There's
Witch now, Season of
25
the
at the
Witch.
moment. not of just the things you can do it, not including. Oh, so 27 if you want to include the nuke and the revive. Nuke will literally end my stream. It'll do a whole thing. It plays a GIF where it puts my stream like on a little phone green screen, and then they shoot the phone, and it just ends. And then if you revive after that, it plays the entire intro sequence to Destiny, where it's like Guardian, eyes up, Guardian, and that whole bit, like 40 seconds. And then there's some of the normal alerts, the bit and channel point ones have shiny versions. So there's like for the Dr. Doofenshmirtz one, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get the rock version of the Dr. Doofenshmirtz jingle. For the Zavalda Excuse Me, there's a 1 in 10 chance to get the like minute-and-a-half long speech where he says one fucking Guardian. That whole, have you seen that meme?
Yeah.
With Lance, yeah, it's that entire thing. Whereas the normal one is just the excuse me part.
And there's still this incentive for them.
And then
okay, well, I'd rather be not 5.
There's a bunch of Owl House ones if you didn't notice that.
Let's clear
actually, I wonder if you can figure out which ones they are because they're not named anything with the Owl House.
Back and play with their friends. I think we're doing a lot here. We're excited about Fireteam Finder as well. Like I think there's going to be this whole new.
Yeah, the Monte Carlo Catalyst is going to be so fun.
They'll be like, Last Wish. So what's that all about, right? Like I've heard some things. There's a dragon there. Let's just go check that out. And I think it's a big precursor.
I'll probably give me your skin.
We want Destiny to be. We want to stop.
Oh, is it called Give Me Your Skin? Yeah, my thing it's just called Skin. That's one of them.
No. Come in here, experience this. There's a lot to chase.
Oh,
Aaron! Maybe do the worm.
So let's make it easier to access.
Aaron, thank you for the pat pats.
For me, it's just that like I want an experience for Guardians between Fireteam Finder and Fireteam Power, and where you can come into the game and be like, I heard that's the best content in the game. I want to be able to go play it and be able to go play it. Right?
Are you this tall? Sorry.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like I feel called out, but in all seriousness, like that's the goal behind all these.
Look, it's meaningless. Stealing is legal now.
Washington for the really,
the audio's a bit off.
Keep themselves as high end and have all the weapons and all that stuff, even for that content. But give those other players the ability to try it, because I think that's where Destiny's at its best, is in some of those.
And we didn't.
I'm gonna put them in different places, so it's not always just directly in the middle.
For our new players,
right.
But I haven't edited that yet. But all that does is takes me to go into one scene and move it over. I have a program called Sammy, SAMMI, which is basically a program where you can basically code your OBS to do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, nice.
So I have a scene that just has all of these GIFs and sounds and everything on it. And then I put the scene over the sources in this scene, so it's a transparent thing. And then I can make Sammy turn on when someone does the
and I think even
someone does the redeem. Sammy catches it and then says, "All right, OBS, turn on this thing, and then turn it off when it's over." And that's like a simple way to do it. And then there's shit like I have one for when certain people come in my stream. It plays an alert for their first chat. So like my friends. And that took a fuck ton of time to code, because you have to be like, all right, you got to do this person and the chat trigger, and then you got to make sure that this button remembers that this person already chatted, so it doesn't play every single time they put a chat. Hi, Aaron, I'll make you one. Aaron, I'll make you one.
Right.
After stream, I'll text you. I need some ideas. But it's stuff like here. I can play the button on stream.
And so like we're dialing in that power, but it's like, okay,
this is one of them. That's my old PNG tutor, but
hello there.
Well, not the first one, the second one.
General Kenobi.
Activities too. There's explorational stuff.
That's a
Right?
video,
The
little just
dungeons,
fucking
trials,
video I
right?
made because my friend was
For
like,
this,
"Hey, do the
like,
hello
okay,
there
I
gif
care about
for my
power.
intro."
And so,
And then I have
we've
this one.
got an employee that we like to pick on here. I think that I'm a hardcore Destiny player, and then I look at my friends list. I'm like, how is his pass level?
So
this
that's
high,
that. Those
right?
are all
Like,
fun.
And so we still want to say, hey, you know,
That's cool.
you
Yeah.
feel like
So
you're
it's
engaged,
a very cool program to
you
use.
can go into Nightfall, and let's say
I'm trying to like learn more on my own so I can just like
out
make
across
some
the world
because
doing
people have
good
made some
deeds. We've been able to
crazy
play
shit.
Destiny for the
Like
last 3 months.
people,
and say, you
I've
know,
seen this
I
one
don't like
guy
this, but what I
who,
really like are dungeons,
when
really like are raids.
someone
Okay,
raids, he
get
does
in
like a
that, the
whole
Gucci's fire team.
like
Anyone
anime
that's
battle
in,
screen,
you
you know, when
know,
it does that
a
split and
pre-made
it's
fire team,
split
maybe
screen
you
and
make
you
the
see the
fire
two
team
people
fire
looking
team
at
finder,
each
or you
other
make it from your
and it's the
friends list.
crazy like
It's gonna look
movement
and say, who's the
animation.
highest
You know what I'm
fire
talking
team?
about?
Who's the highest
He like
power
made a
level?
whole thing to
And
do
then it's gonna
that
take
whenever
that
someone
and say,
raids, so
you
it
know, we're
shows
dialing the numbers,
their
like right now it's 5,
profile
right?
picture and
So,
his
I say, okay, everyone in here, 5
green
below, no
screen
matter what. Now,
cam,
if
face cam.
you're close on that,
So he's
great,
on the
we're
top, they're on
close
the
on
bottom, and it does like a
no
whole
matter what
like
guns you have, no matter what
anime
armor you
thing.
have,
It's
we're
really
gonna say, hey,
cool.
we're gonna take this
Make
all
sure
up.
0.1
You don't
chance
have
of
to
the
worry
void
about,
one. They fall and it changes to
hey,
give you falling
I
scene
don't
from.
have the new
That's
skills I
funny.
need. Instead, I'm like,
I'll have
hey,
to find
go
that.
play the raid, and then go get the
I'll
new
make sure
really
Void's
good
okay
raid
with it, but
weapons, right?
I'll
Like, that's the thing we want you to be caring about. Not that you can't step in the content at all.
I will
right? Focus on the optimization.
see if I can
not on
find that.
requirement.
So
That's
I can
funny
load
though.
in with the green loadout.
You want to? I mean,
Oh yeah, and they were
listen, I
talking
put
in the
on some
trailer about
armor
how you
that
could have a
can't
full
take
strand
resistance
loadout now
mods.
because of
That's
that
a
one
bold
that one
choice. It's
fusion rifle.
Yeah, but
Exotic.
doable. Yeah, yeah.
That's going to be an
Well,
energy
so I'm
weapon
sure
because
we'll
it
see some
adapts
wacky
to what
raid
subclass you
players
have.
that are like, I did it all in the broken parade
Mhm.
set, and they're like, you certainly did.
Yeah, and it seems like it does it automatically, which is different
Yeah, which is
from
nice, like hard light.
PvP's
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Borealis or
we know
Right,
there's
those
some
were
reasons
those were
to
like
keep, power on in trials and really
those are only
keep
light
that,
based.
only light
subclasses,
based,
though.
and they were like
fair playing field.
doesn't matter what
and
subclass you
so
have, it's
right
just
now it's
you
power
switch it
enabled,
with
and
the
we're actually
alter
have a
with the R
switch
button
where
with
we're
the
gonna say, hey, we're
alternate
gonna
button.
we're gonna test
This
out
one
player
it seems
gain
like it's just
power
gonna
in this,
change when you
because
change your subclass
one, we
if
wanna
you have
make
it
sure
equipped,
that we keep that
or
experience
even
like
if it's
good
just
as
in your
possible.
inventory, it'll be
Two,
whatever
like
your
it is an
subclass is.
experience where I've got this friend Shane, and he is a master with Golden Grun, but he plays Destiny off and on. I would love
Definitely should do
to be
something
able to
similar
say,
with the fighting one.
Shane, we're playing
Yeah, like I
trials
said,
this
I want to
weekend.
do
Man,
something
I
like
know you
that,
haven't
but
played in
it
a while.
that
Please
takes a
just
shit ton of
put the
time.
client back on, get inside,
But I
and
have
him
a
just
big
be able
list
to
of
get on.
ideas of
He'll have
ones that I
better
haven't
weapons,
made
he'll have
yet.
better armor, but he's
Why
still
does
gonna
this keep
pop
doing
Golden
this?
Gun and get us 2 kills every time. And so I think we do want to still have that, you know, experience for even at the high end of PvP. We just want to make sure we do it right. And so it is something that we are
Let me just look at
walking
my
in carefully and saying, okay, we're gonna try this.
documents
We're
so
gonna,
I can see
we're gonna test it. If it
what
doesn't
other
work, we're gonna
ideas
find
I
a different
had.
solution.
Yeah, and specifically, we're gonna like I want us to have
So we got
and so I think Joe's
one
right,
that
we'll
just
start
plays
off
the
with it
microwave
power enabled.
sound,
Sometime during the episode, we'll flip that switch,
and then might have a
we'll
shiny to
communicate
do
that,
the
and we'll make sure
beeping
everyone's
too.
aware that it's coming.
I'm gonna do a
And
Pokemon
we'll see
battle
how it
one.
goes. And if it goes
I'm
really
gonna do
well,
a
hit
really
the go,
loud,
we'll
and his
figure out
name
what
is
to do
John
with that next,
Cena
and if
with
it
a
doesn't,
whole
we'll figure out
bunch
if there's
of
something else we
shit
need to
flying
do
around the
differently.
screen.
But like, but yeah.
Nice.
So
I want to
I'm
do
excited
something
see
with no
if we
Russian
get
from Call of
more
Duty.
variety of players into trials and more people.
I want to do
who
some
feel like they can do it
I'm not
before
totally
it even
sure, but I
goes,
want to
which
do
would be
something
interesting.
with that, like take the cutscene,
Sounds great.
edit things into it.
So kind of on that note, the in-game LFG has been an ask for.
I
want
want to. I saw this idea from someone else, but it's a random console startup sound. So it could be the Xbox sound, it could be the GameCube sound, it could be the Wii sound, the PlayStation sound, any of that kind of stuff. And then there's one that'll just play every single alert at one time.
I have, you know, an hour. I have 2 hours.
And then there's one that I'm really excited for that's I called Shadow Clone, which will basically make a clone of my PNG tuber and move it slightly off to the side, and it'll move it and talk at the same time.
But for a bunch of
and then that can be stackable, so you can fill up the entire screen with them.
It can be a pretty big.
Or there's a shiny chance to just fill up the screen all at once. I think they'll last about 2 minutes.
I wish I could just go and
before they go away.
I'm not quite comfortable with match-made people, but
and if it's the big one, they'll all go away in like 30 seconds because otherwise that's kind of annoying.
Can we make that fast? Can we make that so I just like
But that's one that I'm really excited to do, and I want to make like a not just make them appear, make like the little smoke poof kind of thing when they appear. Like like they're throwing a smoke bomb down or something like that, and they appear out of the smoke.
When they come in, they say, "Hey, is this someone you want?" Okay, yeah.
So I'll figure that out.
We talked in chat. I don't think you're the right person. We're gonna wait until we get the people that we want. And so, it's really about striking this balance of both being customizable for folks that are like, I'd like to do a teaching run. I'm a guide player. I want to teach people.
Oh, and then there's one that'll just make my PNG tuber really wide.
We have players that like, I've got 45 minutes to do.
That's funny.
Yeah, it'll just stretch it out like the entire bottom of the screen or something.
I can go in there and I can say, hey, I'm looking for people at this Guardian rank. I'm looking for people that are.
Yeah, I need to actually go and like code all of those and get the gifts and all that stuff.
For a tool that can do both of those things, and so it's a big step. These systems are very challenging, and I think we're going to learn a lot about when it's coming out. That's why we're like, this is coming out in season 23, and we are going to get people looking at this, playing this, and we're going to figure out, what.
That's good. They'll be able to figure out all the kinks of it before final shape.
People are using this tool to do final shape content.
Yeah, and I think to Joe's point from the beginning, it really democratizes some of that like pinnacle experience, right? Like new players don't know.
People are like, oh, it's going to be toxic, and it's like, no, it's just going to say,
legitimately good community services.
If people want you to know what to do, they'll know what to do, and if you don't know what to do, you just don't go into those raids. But there will be people who are like, anyone, this is chill. I see chill raid things all the time on the app.
Oh yeah.
So people who are like, oh, it's going to be toxic. I've either just had horrendous experiences, or are just jaded.
Might actually be a few more. Like one, there's like I'm gonna go
probably jaded.
Fire team
Probably
from my roster, and you're gonna go into there.
I can't believe this is still. I didn't think this was gonna be this long. The post stream.
There's another way. If you like go
my
click
game
on a
downloaded.
raid or a
7.7
gigs.
gigs.
You know, in the roster where you see where all the emblems go.
Yeah.
It'll have your emblem, right? Oh, I'm in my fire team, and then the next one will just be like, hey, do you want to use
I'm
fire
at
team button
2.1.
for this? And you just click on that button, and it'll be like, here you go, right? Like, and so we think this is just going to expose a bunch of people to content and get them in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited to get more, Guardian rank 7s into Guardian rank 8s and expose some of our great content to more people.
I need to do the Lightfall legendary so I can unlock these other loadout slots.
Oh yeah, definitely. The loadouts are fuck. Oh, they might have turned back on now, but they turned them off for a bit yesterday. I'm sure you noticed that you were playing.
Yeah, I saw that. There's something where you could crash the entire lobby by switching between Xenophage and a sword.
Oh Jesus Christ! I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny though.
Yeah.
It might eventually be coming to an end, and so
but I do.
We want to make sure we do this in the right way. I know
the loadouts was a great addition because I don't love having to switch to go to dim every time I want it to switch.
Well, and then when you're in an activity, dim doesn't work.
Right,
anyway.
exactly. Dim doesn't work when you're in an activity.
It's going to solve a bunch of problems. Like, hey, can I make sure that I'm finding people with the same desires as me, and a bunch of things that really guided games couldn't do.
And that's the thing. I'm sure in the
like,
Guardian Finder,
should I go on guided games?
you're gonna be able to like filter based on what you want. Like if you want chill people, you can filter people who have that tag on.
Twitter last week.
It's what it seems like is gonna happen.
Wouldn't be talking about a strange
Which you
coin
can't do
Zerg
with the app.
Or the rework of
Because
the
there's
HUD.
no tags like that.
Here we are in the post show.
So that's just gonna avoid all the toxic parts.
Can you say anything about those things?
Yeah, the app was kind of janky anyway, because I tried to join a group and it would say like the group is already full.
Well, yeah, sometimes
or there's a bit of lag there, I suppose.
Yeah. And then there are people who just don't. You can't join on the codes anymore. So sometimes people just don't send an invite.
Right.
It's really annoying. I had to go through 4 different groups yesterday to find someone to do the the Grandmaster Nightfall yesterday.
People that play Destiny every week, and so I think it's putting Zer back into this.
And I got a god roll of
Zer's telling this week.
the sidearm adept.
Right? Like this feeling of
The buzzard?
hey, I'm
The
doing
buzzard, yeah. I got a
ritual stuff with
overflow
Destiny,
kinetic
strikes,
tremors
PvP,
roll
I'm getting these coins
that
and
I've been
like,
having fun
I'm
with.
going to spend them on. And so this is also
Oh,
about
I'm
making
looking
some of
forward to.
our ritual content
Sorry,
rewarding.
I'm looking forward to
Optional, pick what you
updates
want to do,
to
play Gambit,
kinetic
play
tremors this
Strikes, play
season because
Crucible.
it's
Oh yeah,
supposed
because now
to
it'll
also
work
work
with
with shoot to
and
loot.
get
orbs.
something.
Yeah.
Hey, how's my
Kinetic
strange
tremors will.
orange
Well, it
looking,
works with
right?
shoot to loot with ammo,
When's there
but
coming?
not orbs.
Because
Yeah,
certainly
now it'll work with
Now it'll work
orbs
with orbs.
and
surprise
and
early in Destiny's life cycle of is that
what's
really
that
worth
other
my
pickup?
strange
Yeah, I guess it was
coins?
just
And
orbs.
It's
they
ammo. It's
live
orbs and
to
ammo,
regret
but
that moment.
oh, and then they're
maybe a little
or no,
bit
is
of
that next?
coming
Is that
back
final
into
shape
that,
that they're
like,
doing the
That's good.
like
HUD was
weird
the other one?
Oh, the ball
and-
thing? No, I
balls
think
or-
it's
that's this season.
it's like Warmind 3.0 now. I think. Or Warmind cells. Yeah, I think
Right,
that's supposed
yeah.
to be this season.
Okay.
This moment where you look on the left-hand side of your screen, like oh, there's a lot of text there, and it's important. And it's
Right,
for
because I think
first.
the
This is the thing that we're like,
artifact
hey, we just
mods
got to
had
make
stuff to
this
do with that.
clear. And so
Oh yeah,
really this
last
update is
night
about
I just
moving
went
some of that
and
stuff
did a
around
shit
the
ton
HUD,
of
around the HUD, better locations to make it more
bounties.
clear. Hey,
I
what's coming
did
from my
2 whole,
guardian,
you know those
what's coming from the environment,
Star Horse bounties
enemies,
where you get 3
making sure that the
like the
important
really hard
stays
ones,
on
the
screen,
expensive
right?
ones.
And then you're like Unstable Life. Like,
I have 2 of those, and then apparently when you open those boxes, it'll give you
how many armor charges do I have, right? Like, oh, it's
well, actually, I don't know if the light is the light level going up this season.
and like, let's
I
Still,
don't
did the
think
light level
so.
go up?
Seems important.
Still's already in, so I'm asking.
So there's been some fans wondering, like, as we expand out, start working on new projects, become a true multi-IP studio. There's worry that those teams may take away resources that were meant for Destiny.
Yeah, it's
like, what are we doing?
most of
as
the
a studio
people in my
to take on
clan
this
have
challenge?
dropped Destiny for Baldur's Gate 3, which
Yeah, I
honestly
noticed.
I understand.
It's fair.
Couple things we need
It's
to-
not.
we
I
need to
can't.
say, right? Like,
I mean, Baldur's
Joe
Gate
and
is
I have been
great.
talking
I can't
for a while
be mad
now
about that.
about just how
I'm
much
honestly
stuff
more
is
glad
jumping
people
into
didn't
the
drop
ball
it
shape and,
so much for
you know,
Diablo
all the
as
work
I thought
doing
they were going to.
episodes and, you know, potentially
Yeah.
I thought like half the
Yeah.
community was going to be gone, and it, maybe for
and,
like a
like,
week or
we still
so,
have
but
a
then
great talented
everyone
team
came back.
Yeah, a couple
working
guys,
on all of those things.
couple of the guys tried it
We,
because I
you know,
guess
when
it
we
was on
start up new
Game Pass.
projects, we're deliberate about who
But it
moves over and who
I've seen a number of articles about how it's so aggressively
you know, really from there start hiring
microtransaction
Even worse than
filled.
Destiny.
to try and
Yeah,
work these
like
things out. I mean, Bungie
like
itself
the
has
last couple
increased in
seasons, there was
size
like
as
no
we've,
new
you know,
armor
expanded
for
and
any
started working on
classes.
more projects. That is
There was
because,
only the
you know,
armor
we're
sets in
bringing
the
in
shop, and they
folks
were all
to
like
make sure that we
$20 to $35 a piece.
Oh, so it's like a pay to
Like
win
something
in that way.
Yeah, something
Because I
crazy
mean,
like that.
at least Destiny's mostly just cosmetics.
You know, all the stuff coming from
Yeah,
episodes.
well, I think they might have just
beats
been
down the line,
cosmetics,
all
but they
the-
might have
all the
actually
build
been
log game
like
that Joe's been talking
armor
about. We still have a
types.
really
But there was like
hungry
no
and talented
cosmetics to chase
team
either.
with
Yeah,
a
that's
mixture
weird.
of veterans and new
Yeah.
folks, which is always the case, who are coming in to, you know, just keep moving Destiny forward and keep it fresh. So I think strategically, like, it's always a challenge when when you're at any kind of scale. But I'm very impressed and have been for the years I've been here with the way that we bring in talent and the type of talent that comes and wants to work on Destiny. And I think there's even some
My
All right,
dream.
well-
Oh, you going?
has brought some of the new.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go get lunch.
Yeah, I mean,
But
here's
what
some
were you gonna say?
personal stuff.
Oh, I was
didn't
just gonna
start
say my
on
dream job would
Destiny
be working
until
on like
right
these live,
after the Dark
like
Below.
the live Destiny
I had
broadcasts and
not
the
made a first-person
showcases and all
shooter
that stuff,
before.
all their
I'd worked on-
teasers.
came from, like,
That
the
would be what I would
game
love to do.
sphere of
I would love to
game
be like
design.
the guy technical directing
There are
this,
people that are working on Destiny to this
That'd be
day
cool.
that taught me
or do something
how
with
to
their
place a
community-based
monster and it feel
videos
good
and stuff
for a
like that.
first-person shooter. And like,
But yeah.
there's a Jason Jones
Anyway,
video that you
have a
watch when
good
you
rest of your
start,
day.
Right? There's like a,
Yep, you
hey,
too.
a senior activity designer
Have fun
I will
playing.
see you. Yep, see you later.
We still have
Yep,
so much
see ya.
of this like really legacy talent on the Destiny 2 team. But I think the thing that always surprises me is time flies. You'll be like, oh, this is this person that's new to the studio.
Alrighty.
And they're actually like, actually, I've been here for 3 years, and I'm like a god in the tools now. And you're like, oh, whoa, you are, right? And then suddenly they're the person that's pulling someone to a
Well,
room
I
and
hope
like,
you guys
"Let me teach you
are
how to make a
enjoying
first-person shooter."
everyone who's here. Aaron, I had an idea for your, if you're still here, I had an idea for your alert. It'd be like,
really important is
in some way,
in the studio on the
some
team,
gif of a bear,
all these
and
people
like,
that carry this legacy knowledge, and we are spreading it and
just like a
propagating
bear
it,
as like the main focus
sometimes not
of
just to
the
Bungie,
gif that
sometimes to
plays,
the rest of the
either real or
the game
animated, I don't
industry,
really know.
and
And either
that's a really great culture
like
to be part of.
It is, and like I mean, just recently I was
the
in a playtest
bear,
where this is no
like
joke,
the bear would
it's,
do something funny on stream, kind of
had
like the creeper
a smattering
rickroll.
of folks
I have
who
one
were in
where
their first
an
week, and part
Enderman
of their first
teleports
week
in
was
and
to be
then
in this
bonks me on the
Final
head
Shape
with
playtest. And also
an
in the same
anvil,
room were
and then the
20-plus-year Bungie
hello
veterans
there one that you
who have been on
saw,
Destiny
the Star
from
Wars
the
one.
jump, right? And so it's just
So I'll think of
I
ideas.
know that like
I might try to find just one of those like
if you're not on the
well-known
inside, and I don't want to start
bear
naming
memes,
names
like a
of people
Vine
on
kind of
the-
thing.
Like it's just I think the mix.
I could try to make
Joe's
it. I
point
wonder
of
if I
that,
can
like,
make it bite my
veteran
PNG
savvy
tuber's head off.
and new fresh ideas.
That'd be really funny. I could probably figure out how to do that.
Different parts of the game.
Um,
I think just it's just a really cool culture.
It'd be a
to
little
Joe's
weird,
point, and I think
though.
it does really good things for the game.
I'd have to have like
I love that.
a second PNG tuber up behind
this
it.
next question is completely unrelated, but
I love it.
But it's important. So the new supers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Great
That'll be
transition.
very weird.
There are some new supers shown off that look spectacular.
I'll have to figure that out,
I
but
noticed that the
something with a
Warlock super
bear,
looks
and it'll be
like
cool.
It took a lot of inspiration
I'll definitely
from
make that for you.
Radiance. Well, he does say that in the video, but it looks really similar. How's it going to be different?
Yeah, let's be like super candid. A bunch of warlocks are probably watching this right now, and they're saying, Joe, aren't people just going to ask me to run well? Like, you keep giving me new supers, right? Aren't people going to ask me to run well? And so I think, one, we know that's an issue, and we're solving it in a bunch of ways. Like, maybe there's a support auto rifle solution to this problem. Maybe there's some different ways that we balance things that are going to be making this. But we know that for warlocks, hey, the bar to clear here is, can I equip this in high-end content? And so a bunch has even happened since.
Yeah, I don't know
we've been
anyone who
recording.
uses
Here are
Nova
the two
Bomb
things I
high-end
think are really
content. I do know
surprising
some.
about the Warlock Super. Okay, I'm gonna add a third.
Chaos Reach,
One,
but otherwise,
let's
it's
rip the
basically
Band-Aid
just
off
well.
right away. We did not want to bring forward self-res, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, no one wanted.
an
Yeah,
effort where we're
that's.
like, hey, we wanna
I'm
get
glad they
the,
didn't bring
you know,
back
the
self-res as
competitive
much as I love
aspect
it.
of Destiny to an
Aaron,
awesome
you should
place.
get back into
One thing I
Destiny
think was
because I know
not
we
gonna
used to
help us
play.
do that is
I think we
self-res.
played
It's gonna be
together a
really
few times
frustrating
in the
thing
past.
to fight against.
I really miss having to stand next to a ghost during
But
this fight.
especially hearing what they're saying about Final Shape, maybe wait so you get all those new improvements so you can jump in a little easier. But I mean, I'm still, even though it does get stale, I'm still having a ton of fun with it. I still think the narrative is awesome.
First-person guns-out experience. It's a really exciting thing if we do it well. And so, one, even if you don't have anyone around you, this new super is like a DPS machine, right? And so it provides that in a few
Oh,
ways.
you know what I just
One,
thought of?
throwing a bird grenade at somebody
Bird grenade.
does a lot of damage. Two, you equip the right melee. Again, you're going to just want to using those on cooldown. I think the sneaky one here, and it's not just for you, it's also for your allies, is
The solar weapon
hey,
buff.
we're going to let you put Scorch, not just on your weapon, but on your allies' weapon. And we're actually internally
Oh,
been
it's
like,
Scorch on the
okay,
weapon.
which
Ooh.
weapons or which damage types get this debuff, and we're playing with that right now, or that buff. The amount of damage increase that you can put out from everyone on your fire team
Having
constantly
Scorch.
causing explosions,
That's wild.
it's high.
And Fortnite because of my
and
experience
so,
with Destiny.
Again, we talk about
As
all
in,
these
like,
supers, like how do they fit into the meta?
You didn't
How do we
like
get them to a
Destiny, so you got
point? And,
into
you know,
Fortnite
for
because
some
it
it's
was
gonna be
different,
like,
or like
hey, we want this to be a
because you
PvP
like
also.
Destiny, you got
For
into
some, we're like, hey,
Fortnite.
we think it can do both. But really, the where we're at in the phase right now is saying, hey, how can players not just be excited that it's fun? Like we're really good at the hit feel here, but that's the baseline. The real goal has to be like, I want to use this thing, and so yeah, warlocks getting spices added to it right now. We're dialing in, but yeah, we're really excited.
Is Bird Grenade the shipping name?
Yeah. You can probably see that on the website somewhere right now. It's probably like, then Bird Grenade.
Bird grenade. I like it. Similar beat than the Hunter super.
All
looks a
right,
lot
I
like
am
Blade Dancer.
updated,
Or Arc Blade.
but I do want to
I
finish
think
out
sort of
the reaction to this, but we can get right into it. After this ends, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then we can get right into playing the season.
D2 was coming out, and we first showed the supers.
Right.
That there was this really funny piece of fan art where everyone was talking about their new supers, and Hunter was. It was a pole with 2 daggers on the end, and they're like, I got a new super too. And so we weren't like, okay, we know Blade Dancer's iconic, but like Arc Strider and Blade Dancer, pretty similar.
I like Destiny, but got bored with it. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Still like missing
that's
this
fair.
beat. And I can remember the
Fortnite is something that does the seasonal model well. I think enough that it feels more or less stale, but I also just think the gameplay is more repetitive. But I do like Fortnite. I don't have any issues with Fortnite. And Destiny definitely gets repetitive, but not in the same way.
Where's it gonna be good? It's gonna be good when you've got
is
a
Fortnite?
boss that you can melee.
I mean, obviously there's like no build, or there's zero build, there's other shit, but like it's always for the most part battle royale. Isn't my favorite. I wouldn't love doing that every single time.
And also
because I'm not that good at it.
Depressive thing that we've ever shipped. And so
I think I've won maybe 2 games of Fortnite ever. I get semi decently high, but yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Destiny, I think with the final shape, with all these quality of life updates they're doing for people getting into it,
another way to get across the map, right?
like getting back into it, for people to be able to join in the narrative. People are so weird. Someone just did hashtag the final scam. People are so fucking weird.
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah. The hunter aspect, we showed this, and it's like this cyclone in the air.
Yeah.
The 2 things that are exciting, one, it's like cool to give everyone amplified and cool to create a lightning strike below you. It's also just another jump. Like, and if you know about build crafting, you're like, is there anything that would give me another charge of this? And then suddenly you're looking at a hunter and they're like, how many jumps are they doing in a row? And I think if there's one class that wants to be degenerate with jumping around,
couldn't be hunters.
We pick the right one.
Yeah, I think they're right with that.
So if you struggle with the jumping puzzles, you can put this aspect on and just have
That's
that
me.
extra. Yeah.
That's my clan. It's like, oh, Pika, you need that. On a different
Give hunters
beat, the
20
Titan
jumps.
one
Oh
looks
god.
completely different than what we've seen. So you throw a bunch of axes, your fire team can pick them up. How long do these last? Like, this could be your problem too.
Yeah,
I didn't realize your fire team could pick up the axes.
Really loud and clear. It's like, hey, Titans, they have a lot of roaming melee punching supers, which is cool. It's the Titan fantasy. I roam, I melee, right? Like, these are the things I was promised on the character.
I eat crayons.
You know, when we were putting
I don't know how expensive it. Oh, that's good. That's a good point. It's not as expensive. I mean, isn't the base game free? Am I not correct? And the money stuff is just aesthetic.
A really great job of both saying, okay,
it's just cosmetic, I should say.
That's where it starts, right? Like throwing axes.
Yeah, Destiny's definitely expensive. That's definitely the biggest issue with it. Is you've got to buy the expansion every year. Got to buy the deluxe if you want. It's basically $70-$80 a year for a year of content. But Fortnite, all of that stuff, to my knowledge, is free.
If you're like fighting Oryx and you're like, I'm not gonna be able to go get these.
Why does someone want fucking max support?
He's out over in space, right? You're like, still pretty good to throw an axe at Oryx and do a bunch of damage.
Okay.
The rest is sort of gravy, right? And so this is, you know, you're thinking about something in a strike, you're like picking up the axe.
You know what would be totally interesting?
We were talking about
if you can pick up the axe
with this, and so
it is now. Yes, it's just cosmetic. It is now, isn't it? It's free now to play all of them, or it's paid now.
Yeah, because I think you can pick how you want to deploy.
Either way,
like this.
Yes, definitely cheaper.
Way back. I'm just gonna.
It's definitely a more accessible game than Destiny. That's 100% true.
And if you get to the end, you're like,
Destiny's getting more accessible though, slowly.
I don't want to run for this. You just toss
free to play. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, you can pick up the axe. It's a void weapon.
And go try to chase some people down with an axe. So
as you can see by my Destiny PNG tuber, which by the way, you know, I can swap between all of these guys. If you can, I'm a void hunter main. That's pretty much my main. Like I do Arc Hunter, I do Gathering Storm. I do Blade Barrage sometimes. That would be my go-to for solar.
And I think for all three classes, I think all.
And then my second would be
pieces to the table that will
currently
give some pretty broad play.
Strand Titan with Kepler's Horn.
It's
But anyway, I'm a Void Hunter main. I use Gyrfalcon's Harburg
we're gonna make
in
a really sharp knife here. and
soft
we're
shell
doing
type
that,
energy.
like,
Fair.
Super shaped, right? Like, so I'm pretty excited about what the team's doing.
Yeah.
But
I think we've really.
so I go
thrown our
invisible
hosts
with
here for a
void
loop.
kills,
They're shuffling
or
their
void
cards, they're pointing
kills on
questions,
void
they're like,
debuff
people can
enemies.
talk about whatever they want to talk
Which is why
about.
Volatile Rounds is so fucking awesome, because it's a giant loop with Gyrfalcons.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip ahead a little bit, but I want to hit this beat.
I don't know how we're gonna swing them, but if they're void energy, and maybe they give a debuff because they're a super, you could run around with those invisible, slam something, go invisible again, slam something else, go invisible again. Like, that would be really fun to fuck around with Void Hunter with that aspect. That I'm blanking on the name of. Silas Executioner.
One, you get spiky, glowy armor. I think that again, the community has been very loud and clear on what Crota armor do we want? The spiky green one. Two, I think that we didn't talk about is we're using contest mode of Crota's End to do some experiments with, hey, how hard should a Raids World First be? So I bet you'll see this coming out, but we're gonna just take the knob and say, hey, it's really important for our Raid World First base to be these aspirational, feels like the Destiny Super Bowl. We know that's how it has to be in final shape. Well, great, because we've got our raid coming out here in 2 weeks. Let's make sure.
Okay, they're gonna turn it up a little bit.
Start dialing the knobs and see where we need to put it.
Okay.
Yeah. Amazing.
So yeah, we got some gameplay coming up. We want to get to that.
We have
we
gameplay
talked about a
coming
bunch of awesome features, content coming to Destiny. Dan, what's the best way for players, new or old, to jump back in and start playing?
Yeah, I mean, and I'll try to be brief since we are running long. But this is just the same theme that we've been talking about, which is we're just trying to make the game more accessible to more players. And all of the
as we were
Fireteam
just
Power,
talking about.
Fireteam Finder, all that plays into that. But for new players, I think a lot of teams will want to run through Pinnacle content from other expansions, things like that. So there's a lot of ways over the next week or so where people can kind of get in on a good deal. So for example, the Witch Queen is actually going to be free. For this entire weekend. I think it's the 24th,
yeah.
27th. Somebody can check me on that. On your platform of choice.
I love that one.
That's fucking sweet.
I do love that one.
Aaron, if you want to play the Witch Queen.
Witch Queen is available on PlayStation Plus game catalog, and so you can access it that way as well. And then last but not least, someone check me on this, through I believe September 5th, we're going to be running a bunch of discounts on all of our previous expansions, anywhere from 50 to 67% off. Most notably, though, is
they usually do that at the
fall,
beginning
both the base and the annual pass,
around this
they're
time.
going to be 50% off through the 5th. I think starting right now. So all of those are really great ways for new players to kind of get in and experience some of our more recent and high-end content.
Go get Strand.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of. I mean, when did you stop playing, Aaron? Because if they're gonna be, Witch Queen's gonna be free, and then a lot of the other ones are gonna be discounted.
How he did.
Is there anything else anyone would like to add?
One last thing I wanted to mention. The Bungie Foundation has created shirts to help raise money to support the communities impacted by the wildfires.
I'm actually going to buy one
Hawaii. 100%
after stream
of
today.
Will go to our longtime partner,
I'm gonna buy that shirt
medical kits and
because I have money to do that now.
Rescue operations. So if you like these shirts or just want to help
And
out, you can
definitely
click the link in
important
chat. There's
right
a QR
now.
code below, and you can purchase one. We've already sold 11,000, and we really
Damn.
appreciate everyone supporting this cause.
Damn, that's a ton.
Also, anyone who subscribes to our Bungie Twitch account right now, we will be donating all profits to direct relief from those
okay, that's nice.
subscriptions as well.
Two and a half years ago. So, did you play Beyond Light?
Well,
Did
this
you
has been
end
a
around
blast.
Beyond
Thank
Light?
you so much for sharing more info on Destiny's future with us.
Because that means you
there
only.
is a lot
I
to
mean,
look
you would
forward to.
have
We're gonna
3
take a short
expansions,
break,
2
though,
technically,
and
because Witch
then
Queen's
when
free.
When we get back, I'll be
And we're in the
teaming up
middle
with
of
Taylor and Andy
Lightfall.
from Bungie,
But if
playing
Lightfall's
through some of the
discounted as
season,
well.
of the Witch
Just
content.
before?
So
Okay, so
stick around.
Arrivals. Okay, so you stopped right before I got back into it. Oh, this is the seasonal trailer. So you missed this before, Aaron, I think. Oh, excuse me.
The answers we seek, but only if we contend with her sister, Zivu Araf. It rests with me.
back from this. Do not be afraid.
Yeah, but so that means you missed out on Beyond Light, Witch Queen, and Lightfall. Witch Queen's free. I would actually get, if you want to do free Witch Queen, I would honestly get Beyond Light first. Again, it'll be discounted. But I think playing in order is kind of important. Just personally. And I'd also play Witch Queen before you do this, because that entire thing is very important to this season, in particular. Getting to have a fucking high boomer, I'm excited for that. That might be I wonder if that's the season pass. Okay, and this deck thing is really cool. This is what made me think it was like Menagerie, which it might still be like. I have no idea yet. Ooh, is that a bow finisher? I might want to get that. Okay, so that's interesting. It's a season pass weapon? Okay, cool. And I noticed that a lot of the weapon aesthetics are based on old vanilla Destiny. The old vanilla Destiny weapon aesthetic, which I am excited for, because it's a reskin, quote unquote, but not really a reskin, in the sense that it's got like the base model of that, but then the seasonal stuff added onto it. Season of the Witch. I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys were here for this earlier, but when I
Hey everyone, welcome back. It was so great to hear about the final shape and the future of Destiny 2.
I'll let her
but now,
talk.
let's dive into the new
Anyway,
Season
I
of the
called
Witch
Season of the
content.
Witch.
Joining my fire team is Pika and Andy from Bungie. Let's jump in.
Oh, okay, cool, sweet.
Taylor, welcome to the fire team. Good to see you.
Here, I'll leave you guys to this for a sec. I don't want any spoilers now. So I'm gonna leave this up. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then we're gonna go play. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the game now, just in case it takes a bit. Just in case, like, there's probably gonna be a queue, knowing Destiny's seasons. Season of the Witch Queen. Season of the Witch Silver Bundle. Receive the Forlorn Photograph. Interesting, I don't know what that is, but, alright. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back, everyone. Get excited. Totally forgot that I need to hit enter before it logs in. No queue. I logged in pretty much instantly. But yeah, now there's a queue because you got in early. Most people, you got in pretty quickly. Yeah, there's a queue. Oh, what happened? You know what? Oh, we're back at the. Okay. Oh, these guys are playing with some. Oh, that's the season pass exotic. I like how that hand cannon looks though. Oh, I like the sound.
But with the addition of the Hive Boomer, I don't know. I just had to go back to the
Yes, season of the Splicer.
I love that gun.
Yeah, I think it's an absolute classic.
I'm gonna pull this over here.
Anytime I have Promo Rush on, like I'll have people be like,
Okay.
"Oh, Promo Rush is a good gun." Yeah, you've never had that?
No.
It's actually.
Hey, Pika, you wanna stand in front of that ogre so I can test out the
Oh yeah, I do.
the mod?
Okay, don't let me die though. Okay, Andy might die.
No. That was the test. That was so.
Okay, that was.
To be the side by side.
I was a little late. That was my fault.
It's, for what it's worth, I'm completely comfortable blaming you for that.
Okay, yeah, no, I threw
First
a little
late.
Resurrecting Sabaton.
At least I didn't die
magic.
first.
platforming
This is
time.
exactly what we wanted to avoid.
My favorite thing.
The hunter swaps over to Stompies.
Yeah. You know how it is.
It's interesting. Common goal again with the Witch Queen. First, it was she wanted the her worm out. We wanted her worm out, or we wanted her. Yeah. And some answers. And now it's the Zebra Wrath. So that's that the boomer? Or is that the That's the fusion rifle, but does that have a boomer part to it? Is that the thing that has the boomer on it? Is that like an alternate fire?
Oh yeah.
So you grabbing the rocket launcher? I was like, Taylor, I don't think you want to.
Rocket the crystal.
I assume loadouts were disabled still. That doesn't totally surprise me. Hopefully it'll be fixed soon though. Oh, it's a Maru. Ugh.
This is feeling kind of familiar in a way. Like we've been
I want to stream the opening, but I think I'm gonna be honestly a little too sucked in to really say anything. So I actually think I'm gonna end stream here. I'm also getting a little burnt out, like little low on spoons. So I think we're gonna head out. I have no idea how many people are here. So I don't think I'm gonna raid anyone. Thank you guys for coming. Sylph, Aaron, Zero, Tara, if you're still watching, probably not. Who else is here? Ian. All you guys, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for talking with us. And I'm gonna head out. Have fun playing. If you're playing. I'm excited. I'm hopeful for the future of Destiny at this point. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I've been streaming for almost 4.5 hours. We do too. Hey, look at that. My birthday. Alright.